I know I was mute. Hello, how you guys are doing? I'm sorry आपको इतना ज़्यादा वेट कराने के लिए 15 मिनट तक कौन स्ट्रीम स्टार्टिंग रखता है. I'm really sorry, but I have a good reason. ठीक है, पहले तो क्या बताओ आपको. आज का दिन इतना ज़्यादा हेक्टिक ना, मैं आपको क्या बताऊँ. आई एम प्लेइंग एपेक्स राइट नाउ. नाइस स्विच. आपको जानना है मेरा दिन कैसे गया आज का? यू गाइस वांट टू नो? हेलो मोहित जंगीर, व्हाट्सअप? आई वाज एंजॉयिंग द इंट्रो. शुड आई गो बैक? बाय. शुड आई से बाय टू यू गाइस? कैसे हो आप? लाजवाब. पता नहीं आगे क्या बोलना चाहती थी मैं. हाय मिली, कशी आहेस? आई एम अमेजिंग. ए क्लास ए जॉब. हाउ आर यू? घूमते घूमते. घूम नहीं रही हूँ यार, मैं तुमको कैसे बताऊँ. मैं मेकअप देख रहा है मेरे. मैं इतनी गंदी देखती हूँ ना मेकअप के बाद, इसलिए आई डोंट एवर अप्लाई मेकअप. मेकअप डजंट सूट मी, राइट है कि नहीं. आपके नेल्स मस्त है ना. और मेरे ये उंगली का नेल टूट गया. डब्ल्यू ने डी बटन ने तोड़ दिया. एक्चुअली इट गॉट क्रैक्ड फ्रॉम हियर, फिर मेरे को पूरा काटना पड़ा. हेलो अगेन एंड अगेन. क्यों अगेन एंड अगेन? भाई लोगों को मेरा प्राइवेट अकाउंट कहाँ से मिलता है? मैंने एक नया प्राइवेट अकाउंट बनाया, लाइक एकदम एक्सक्लूसिव प्राइवेट, जिधर मैं मैक्सिमम 20 लोगों को रखने वाली हूँ. वो इधर अभी इसीलिए क्योंकि नीचे साकुरा आई है एंड शी हेट साकुरा. दीदी यू आर सो क्यूट. थैंक यू.
Millie, hello.
हेलो.
Yeah, hi. They're re-hosting the map, so you can join.
री होस्टिंग सेकेंड मैप.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think कुछ तो issue हुआ है, but join the lobby, no? I'll let you know
ओके
what round we're on.
ओके.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, great. Same lobby code है.
ये एज यस्टरडेज.
Yeah, same.
ओके ओके, आई जॉइन.
एक्सेल रिवर्स झालं.
का काय झालं का पण?
त्यांना पण कळलं तेवढं घाण उतरवलं.
हाय मिली, तुमचा खूप मोठा फॅन आहे मी. हाय ऋषि, व्हाट्सअप. ओए मिली सुन ले. यस शिकारी. ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहे हो? प्यार से बात करो यार. ओए मिली सुन ले क्या होता है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ओए मिली सुन ले? हेलो सलोनी. हाय गॉड, व्हाट्सअप. रिक्शा ट्रैवलिंग. तो मैंने तुम लोगों को पूछा, डू यू गाइज वांट टू लिसन टू व्हाट आई हैव बीन थ्रू टुडे? तुम लोगों ने किसी ने भी यस नहीं बोला. एक ने भी यस बोला होता तो मैं बताती. आई वाज जस्ट लुकिंग फॉर अ यस चैट. I want to host a webinar about how to be a professional YouTuber. Nice. Good. How to connect with you? You can mail me. My email is there on my Instagram. हाँ सुनाइए. हाँ तो मैं बता रही थी, कल रात को मैं 6 बजे तक वैलोरेंट खेल रही थी, ठीक है. उसके बाद मेरे को लगा था भूख, तो मैंने खाया था मैगी. मैं मैगी बना के खाया रात को एकदम, मतलब सुबह को ऑलमोस्ट ब्रेकफास्ट किया मैंने मैगी वाला. तो उसके बाद रात को खाना नहीं होता है सोने से पहले, तो वो खाया, मेरे को नींद ही नहीं आ रही है, तो मैं सोई नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं सोई. 8:30 to 9:30 सोई मैं, 1 घंटा. फिर 9:30 में उठी. मैं सोचा कि 1 घंटे में रेडी होके, आधे घंटे में रेडी होगी, 10 o'clock मैं निकलूँगी, बट आधे घंटे में मैं रेडी नहीं हो पाई. मेरे को लगा 1.5 hour, ठीक है, आधा घंटा उसके साथ 1 घंटा। सो 11 o'clock आई लेफ्ट एंड आई रीच देयर, मतलब जहाँ पे मेरा शूट था, अराउंड 12:15। तो मेकअप करते करते 2 बज गया। मेरे को पता नहीं, इतना मेकअप तो किया भी नहीं, फिर भी मेकअप करते करते 2 बज कैसे बज गया मेरे को नहीं पता। मेकअप और हेयर भी था, सो या उसके वजह से 2 बज गया। फिर 2 बज गया, फिर मेरा शूट चला 4 o'clock तक। 4 पे शूट रैपअप हो गया और 4 o'clock तक मेरी कैब ऐसे बाहर आके खड़ी होनी चाहिए थी, बट मैं कैब बुक कर रही थी, एक भी कैब नहीं। एक कैब ने किया, वो दिखा रहा था 6 मिनट्स, ठीक है, हम लोग ने 6 मिनट्स वेट किया, 10 मिनट्स वेट किया, बाद में जाके उसने कैंसिल कर दिया। सेकंड कैब बुक किया, उसको मैंने उसने मतलब बुक करते उसने वो कॉल किया किधर जाना है, उल्लासनगर, कैंसिल। थर्ड वाले ने भी बिना बताए कैंसिल कर दिया, उनको दिखा कल्याण साइड जाना है। तो फाइनली आई बुकड एन ऑटो और उसको मैंने बोला कि कल्याण जाना है। उसने बोला कहाँ जाना है मैम, मैंने बोला कल्याण, उल्लासनगर नहीं बताया मैंने। तो वो चला, फिर मैंने उसको उल्लू बनाया, उसको मैंने पागल बनाया। तो इस वजह से मैं घर आ पाई, ठीक है। अभी ऐसा क्या, हाँ ऐसा ही, तो ऐसा हुआ मेरे साथ। तो मैं अभी घर आई, तो फिर मैं सेकेंड मैच के टाइम पे पहुंच गई थी, ठीक है। मतलब सेकेंड मैच चालू हो रहा था, मैं नीचे ऑटो वाले को पैसे दे रही थी, मेरे को सिर्फ ऊपर आके स्ट्रीम ऑन करना था और मतलब बाकी का स्ट्रीम सेटअप करना था। बट उन लोग ने वेट नहीं किया, उन लोगों ने मैच चालू कर दिया एंड नाउ दे आर री होस्टिंग द
गाइस,
लॉबी।
Yes.
यप।
लॉबी में कौन नहीं है? एक जन नहीं है।
Pixels.
जॉइन लो।
Hello. Pixels.
उसको कोई फोन कर सकता है?
Like, बता नहीं. Is writing 1 minute. I don't know why.
अच्छा, ओके ओके, नो इश्यूज, जस्ट टेल हिम टू जॉइन एज सून एज पॉसिबल।
Yes, think I can hear you. समझेगा पिक्सल जल्दी आ.
जल्दी जल्दी, थैंक यू।
तो दिस वाज द स्टोरी। आप लोगों को कितने लोगों को दुख हुआ बताओ मेरी स्टोरी सुन के। मेरा रूम इतना बड़ा है इसीलिए तो माइक में प्रॉब्लम होता है। मैंने कभी पॉप्स फिल्टर मंगाया है, अभी देखते हैं उससे कुछ फर्क पड़ता है क्या। इट्स अ वेरी
काय झालं,
रियली
प्रॉब्लेम
ह्यूज रूम।
सांगितलं का?
हम
काय
लोग
प्रॉब्लेम?
रोहित,
नहीं है रियोस्ट आई गेस.
यस ऐसा हो गया बीस्ट।
ठीक आहे, मी जॉईन का नाही करू शकत?
ऐसा क्या उल्लासनगर में, एक्चुअली इन लोगों को ऐसा वहम है कि उल्लासनगर में बुकिंग्स नहीं मिलता है। इनफैक्ट उल्लासनगर में मुंबई से ट्रिपल बुकिंग मिलता है, इतना लोगों को बाहर भागना होता है। मुझे दुख नहीं, हंसी भाई यार, हंस रहे हो तुम मेरी दुख पे। उबर वाले को सू कर देना था, से नहीं करते। उनकी क्यों अपन रोटी रोजी पे पेट लात मारे, क्या रोजी रोटी पे लात मारे। Thank you so much for your 199, Sandhuji. Thanks a lot. And I saw, I guess I missed one super chat as well. Big fan, love you guys. Thank you so much for your another 199. Need motivation again. किस चीज़ का motivation चाहिए gamers time? And yeah, I even found a cute boy there. Cute as in 8th standard का छोटा बच्चा था। मैं वहाँ पे मेरा मेकअप कर रही थी, so उसके डैड मेरा मेकअप कर रहे थे। Was like, were you playing that Red Bull frag out? मैंने बोला हाँ। तो बोल रहे थे आप अभी एपेक्स भी खेल रहे हो ना? मैंने बोला हाँ। तो बोलते हैं हाँ मैं देखे आपके स्ट्रीम, रेगा के भी देखता हूँ, ऐसा ऐसा बोल रहा था। वॉज वेरी ऐसा वो था, वो क्या बोलते हैं जिनको, मेरे को वर्ड नहीं आ रहा, छोड़ जाने दो। यू नीड कॉफ़ी, आई हैड कॉफ़ी। जब मैं शूट पे रहती हूँ आई ड्रिंक कॉफ़ी, वरना आई कैन नॉट शूट। दुख का पता नहीं, सुन के फनी लगा। फनी क्या है इसमें यार। हाय अनुराग शर्मा, बहुत दुख हुआ यार आपके साथ जो हुआ सुनकर। हाँ ना, एक आप ही मेरे दोस्त हो।
दिन से आलस नहीं ना आज?
एक्सप्रेसिव नहीं,
आला है.
आई एम नॉट गेटिंग द वर्ड। आई गेस यू वॉन्ट टू स्लीप। नो आई डोंट वॉन्ट टू स्लीप, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है। मैं रात को ही सोएगी, बट जल्दी सोऊंगी आज। 12 o'clock तक सो जाऊंगी मैं।
तो रिग्रेट होता है.
मिली Are you Sindhi by any chance? No, Ray. But you are, I know. Chetan Gurnani. I know Sindhi surnames. मुकेश उल्लासनगर में दाल पकवान खाए हो? मैं दाल पकवान खाया बट मैं सिर्फ उसका पकवान खाती हूँ, वो दाल नहीं पसंद है। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर 199 मिले। आप भी फनी हो, फनी तो होना था। झालं का? ठीक है, चलो गाइस अपन खेलते हैं अभी एपेक्स लेजेंड। देखते हैं आज कैसे जाता है। मेरा फुल स्क्रीन पे नहीं हो रहा है एपेक्स।
बटन दाबला का F11
F11 दाबून बघते, नाही होत आहे ॲक्च्युली। माझं 2K मॉनिटर आहे ना, त्याचं रेझोल्युशनचं प्रॉब्लेम पडतं। झालं
रेत घे तुला घ्यायची तर
रेत
नाही हा पिक्सेल्स
काय
ब्लड आउट घेऊ की हे घेऊ लाईफलाईन?
ब्लड ऑन
Find you if you let it.
As one, we will be gifted with victory. I haven't found my limit.
गाइस चलो मैच चालू होने के पहले लाइक कर दो फटाक से।
Introducing your champion.
क्या
बाबू
अपन कैसे चैंपियन है भाई? सवाल
कुठं जायचंय बोला।
ये मैच जीतते, ठीक है? रियल के चैंपियंस बनेंगे अपन नेक्स्ट इसमें।
इधर जाओ भाई, मिली उतारेगी
नहीं पिक्सल।
I'm the jump master.
मैं कोई बकरा बना
ये न्यू मैप है क्या ये?
नहीं ये क्या म्हणतो
18-15 लोग हैं अभी तक शिप में।
And honor the All-Father.
आपण उतरते ना
Got a good feeling about this area. Here we go. Ready up.
लोक येणार आहे आपल्या इकडे।
एक टीम आहे
खाली खाली एक टीम मिली हा।
दोन आहे, दोन असं वाटतंय।
ठीक आहे
First blood. Should have seen that coming.
मला
हे मागून
Enemy down. Reloading.
नाइस
रिवाइव घे।
पुश करताय का
हो दोघं पुश करून टाकलं, दोन्ही तिकडे जा।
Hostile right here.
एक आत आला, एक आतमध्ये। हा अजून एक team.
नाही
कोण होता
There is a new kill leader.
किल मिला क्या? 2 किल मिला।
दोन
नाइस।
किल भेटले
अरे 2 पॉइंट्स तो भी मिले।
3 पॉइंट भेटले ना?
फर्स्ट मिले का आपण?
नाही नाही नाही, फर्स्ट नाही, 15 टीम ना, 15th ला
सेकंड
मिळालं।
मेलो मी एलिमिनेट केलं ते अजून एक स्पॉट संपली फायदा काय पण
1 पॉइंट भेटेल ना?
दोन दोन
नाही नाही
15
नाही,
एक पॉइंट आहे का
हा 1 आहे। 16 ला 0 आहे, 15 ला 1 आहे। मी लॉबी जॉईन करून ठेवते।
For the AMD Ryzen Radeon Apex Legends Streamer Invitational powered by Chroma. Check out all the links in the description below, guys, as we are all set and ready to dive straight into his map.
Let's watch मैच। हम लोग कैसे मरे देखने दो, कौन सी टीम थी, कौन सी टीम पहले गई। थैंक यू सो मच देवेंद्र जी फॉर अनदर 1.99। रिप्लाई कीजिए मैम। अरे गेम खेल रही थी ना मैं। थर्मल स्टेशन गए थे ना, 3 स्क्वाड्स आई थी वहाँ पे, 3 स्क्वाड। अरे ये मैच ये सीखने को थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा। कौन सा स्क्वाड पहले पूरा मरा है, वांट टू नो दैट।
Team Zeref, they know exactly where all the last members of the side of Team Rialtos are, and if they go in for that push, they can easily take it all away because they have the weapons advantage in their favor, and the shots are just going to be going on in. But at the same time, Team Millie, they're having a fight on the other side of the map as well. And with that Team Millie, they're already down 2 members, and it's just the game to try and hold down the fort and try and live for as long as he possibly can. I think he nearly jumped off, and he's like, nope, no, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, that is something that nobody wants to be in as well, in that specific spot, in that specific position.
एक्चुअली मेरे को इधर का समझता नहीं है, मैं मरती कैसे हूँ। मतलब ऐसा लगता है कोई मेरे को मार ही नहीं रहा है, मैं फिर भी मर रही हूँ बिना बात का यार।
As soon as the squad is just going to go ahead and take them down, it's going to be Team Mizo to instantly take down Team Millie as well. Wow, quite an interesting rivalry right there. Mizo versus Millie.
मिजो का टीम ने मारा हमको। नेवर माइंड। बट 15 पे मरे, 1 पॉइंट मिला, अच्छा लगा। हस्तर रेड इनकमिंग। हस्तर हेलो, 3rd रेड होगा अगर हस्तर ने रेड किया तो वापस। सैंडविच होके वापस, हाँ ना। नहीं समझ में आता यार, बट आई डोंट इवन माइंड इसमें मरना, लेकिन समझता ही नहीं है मेरे को। I often don't understand this game because I've never played PC का battle royale, PUBG छोड़ के। And PUBG में you don't have to do things other than that मारना, और कुछ होता ही नहीं उसमें, you just have to kill and health लेने का। You can decide your own role in that, like तुम्हारा mood swing के हिसाब से you can like change the role, but यहाँ पे if you've taken some agent, तुम लोग you cannot change the role, right? ये क्या खेलता है फैट मॉन्स्टर यार। बिग फैन ब्रो, बिग फैन। ही प्लेज सो नाइस। अंकिता ने शायद से दिया है स्काउट को ये 2 प्लेयर्स, बेगम एंड फैट मॉन्स्टर।
Unfortunate moments for Team Bings, but more than that, Fat Monster is going to be screaming, why are you running? Over to where that's right.
अभी तक अच्छा।
And he's just going to go ahead and chase down Stabby.
What the hell is happening?
And then, Team Bings, they just get eliminated as well. That was just Team Bings not really able to stay alive.
एक मैच तो जीतना है भाई, कुछ भी करो, एक मैच तो जीतना है। Hi Samuel, what's up?
We are already sitting at 13 squads now, and it's not even round 1 closing in.
We're 69 watching, मजा नहीं आ रहा। 69 69 69 69 ऐसा कर दो, 4 times 69, like 6 lakh watching, मजा आएगा ना। Regular Apex stream नहीं रे, the tournament is going on ना, that's why we are streaming. गेम समझना क्या है, बैटल रॉयल है, उतरो मारो, जो लास्ट पर्सन सर्वाइविंग विल विन। हाय तन्मय, मैकेनिज्म नहीं समझ में आता, like what is he doing? I fucking don't know what is he doing.
I am so confused.
You cannot play like this, right?
She's just gonna be screaming right now. Guys, just wait for me at least. Don't just run away like that. I'll support you.
Oh god.
Axbacks and Northern Breeze, they're like, you know what, Pyle, just stay back. Don't worry. We're gonna try and get this. We have got our stims in. We are so pumped up with adrenaline right now, and we are all ready to take on this fight. Pyle, you give us some sort of a cover while you're trying to take these fights as well. And it looks like that Pyle finally is going to come into the rescue as well, because Northern Breeze just got taken down, and Scout is going to come in from the other side. He's going to take down Pyle, and with that, Pyle Gaming is going to bleed out. Things are not at all looking good for the side of Team Pyle Gaming. Is two of their players going to be down.
Fatu की team आई कि Scout की team आई?
Down from that specific region
Is it Fatu's? Oh god, 3-4 teams are fighting at the same time. The same location.
This sort of a push coming out from two teams.
Scout is solo, he's reviving Fat Monster. I don't think so now they need anything else.
Hard place, and their members are not looking healthy whatsoever. Their shots are going to be raining on in. It's going to be the side of Team Mac causing a lot of pressure down from the back end as well. And it's going to be ESG popping off.
Millie Big Fun.
As well. The Hunter is
What?
on the server, ladies and gentlemen, and
Me, Jack and Jill both climbed up the hill and आगे का तो पता ही है. नहीं, अभी न्यू चाहिए. ये बहुत पुराना हो गया. How are we supposed to fight against these kind of players? How? दी क्या आज टीम वाइटैलिटी बीजीएमआई लाइनअप के लिए शूट था क्या? नहीं बीजीएमआई के लाइनअप के लिए तो नहीं था.
They are just so clean every single time, and they're just going for these plays. And Raj and PSG, they're on the
आज पता नहीं कुछ था अभी. मेरे को खुद को नहीं पता. मैं सिर्फ गई और शूट किया. I need to ask. Actually कल हम लोग का कॉल था आज का शूट का डिस्कशन का, but I was playing 7 o'clock को, so I couldn't attend the call.
Yeah, I do understand for a fact that these guys are the absolute.
Grind Apex Legends please. अरे Apex का मेरे को नहीं लगता कोई फ्यूचर भी है यार इंडिया में. There are no tournaments in India for Apex. ये तो TC वाले they are doing it.
Some low plays coming out from these players as well, but I guess Sway is finally going to go ahead and fulfill my wish. Is she going to be able to bring in some black market goodies into the server or not, Mr. Aggressive? What do you think?
You never reply me. Hi Ranjit Jain, sorry. Actually, it's fun watching people play when you know a little bit of the game, but जब भी तुमको कुछ idea नहीं होता है तो कैसे तुम लोग देखोगे भी? है ना? I'm right.
But more than that,
Apex Legend खेलती हो? खेलती हो you mean to say? हाँ मैं खेलती हूँ. I'm trying actually. मेरा level is 13. उससे guess कर लो यार कितना खेलती हूँ मैं. I'm bronze. My rank. Valor tips please. Valor tips is don't RNG. It's nerve wracking.
In and around that specific cliff, there's going to be Mackle and gang once again to take the upper ground. And I don't know how they do this, but they're just so goddamn
BGM I'll stream tomorrow for sure. BGM. अरे यार कल कैसे करूँ यार? Amazon वाला मेरा order नहीं आ रहा है. Guys, can you suggest me a nice Android का splitter?
No space cliff.
Please DM me on Instagram some nice Android splitter that you can swear by. Didi grind Rocket League. Arey, that game is so dope. I was good at that. Okay. अभी मेरे को नहीं वो jumps वगैरह सब मैं भूल गई हूँ. I used to like fly and jump and everything in that game. मैं ढूंढ के दूँ. हाँ दो देवू यार मेरे को Instagram पे DM कर दो.
But they could just get caught off guard by people who are holding on down from the back end as well. Look at Twitch Nova. He's holding on down. He hears all of the footsteps down on the right side of that building. Things could go horribly wrong for the side of Team Mafia or Twitch Nova. He could just die out almost immediately. He's not careful. Things are going to be slowing on down once again. Teams are able to stabilize themselves.
Splitter means minus. आपका spelling बहुत गलत है. Splitter ये चीज होती है. मेरे पास iOS का है.
Did he time out?
No, he didn't time out.
He's hiding in the corner. He's in the same building.
Right server का बोलते हैं.
He's in the same
ऐसे
building.
चांडले थे
He is an
नहीं चलो.
absolute god. He's like an assassin.
Any guesses on who will win, Mackle or Scouts
Okay,
team?
well, it looks like that someone took up
This
my
is
name, and
a
if you're gonna be too
lightning
serious,
to
then just hold on to a
DG
particular
digital
angle
AV
and
whatever.
just
HDMI इतना पता है
yeah,
मेरे को.
just jump down and take him down with a knife or something like that. Well, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna be very happy, and I'm gonna be, just instantly clipping
This
that up
is
as
a
well. Because
splitter.
I
I
want to
have
see
it
that.
for iOS but
But
not
right
for
now,
Android.
see what teams, yeah,
I'm
teams Scout,
sorry.
right? They're taking that long range engagement right now, and we're all, like, what the hell? This is only zone number 2, and we only have 9 squads left. It looks like that everyone just took up fights a little bit too early this time, and we lost a lot of streamers in the process of just making their way into the
Shout
zone.
out please. Mackle
Zone
is
just
too
played
far ahead now.
a
Yeah,
game
actually
with
his
all of these
score,
players in the
bro.
server,
His score.
didn't it?
Only Scout can
It's
beat
like a
him, I
running
guess.
simulator at this point, and I always say that Apex is the game about being a running simulator, but at the same time, it is a running simulator. At Mercy, he's just gonna get toyed around with. There's a bounce pad straight in his face, and he can't really move around properly. He's just gonna get thrown around left. He's just gonna get thrown around right. And there's so many bounce pads inside of the building. What is exactly happening, Assassin? It feels as though all of these teams are having fun. We're having fun casting this, and the shots are just gonna be going on in as well. It's gonna be Power coming on down, being able to take down Nexus Abi. With that first initial kill in their favor. Team Mercy, they're looking for a couple plays for themselves as well. They have the high ground, and just as Anakin said, we have the high ground. And you
प्रज भी बहुत बढ़िया प्लेयर है रे. हाँ, प्रज is also really nice player. But Fat Monster, he's
It's
amazing.
gonna get a lot more harder for the side of Team Rebel as well, because now they're gonna be able to pick up
उसका tracing देखा है आपने?
the banner coming out down from the side of Nexus, but they don't really have a lot of time to work with. They need to try and get to that recovery banner and get it for themselves almost immediately. But Melody, he's not giving anything away, but he's not in position to try and scan them out, because now all of the members of the side of Team Rebel, they're directly beneath him, basically meaning that the scan is not going to work on them.
So with that much intel coming in as well, right, from my co-caster Aggressive, I feel like
Scout का
Rebel
team is
might
playing
first
ना.
be able to make their way out of the specific situation that they're in currently. Maybe they're just going to be able to get Nexus back into the game. Where is the nearest respawn station for them as well? They have to figure that out. By the way, look at Hypnova.
This turn is not fair though, cause it has no cap for rank. Many teams have Predator players. Arey, it's an invitational raid just for fun.
Just gonna try and play it out for the time.
It's not a serious compy.
And that's exactly one of the objectives of the game as well, right? Survival. that's like the OG principle for Battle Royale games.
Do a stream for Rocket League with Trigger Insan, please answer. Stream with Trigger Insan is very difficult. Actually, he's not like पता नहीं. He doesn't stream daily. वो उसके time के हिसाब से ही streams. फिर उसका अगर mood करेगा, he cannot just text me यार मिली मेरा mood कर रहा है, I'm streaming right now, can you come and stream? So it doesn't work that way. इसीलिए हम लोग stream नहीं कर पाते साथ में. Fat Monster is nice, amazing, good.
But at the same time, this could be just be one of those angles that Fat Monster, he has no business winning. Maybe he's gonna be able to survive, maybe he's not. He doesn't have enough bullets, switches out. But he's not gonna be able to. Instead, it's gonna be Mackle's team coming on down through and just shutting everyone down. It's gonna be TSG.
Mackle,
from that third party.
Who's this? Apex on YouTube. He has 2 kills.
With that, Team Mackle, they're able to shut down their biggest threat, moving on down forward. Team Scout.
I found 2. Which one will help? Check DM. Okay, I will after the stream. Guys, like नहीं हो रहा है क्या? नहीं हो रहा है क्या? How they can go up far?
Who's gonna win out in this engagement? Will someone stand up towards the side of Team Mackle, or will they take it all the way once again?
I'm kind of having a feeling that Team Mackle, if played correctly,
Sorry for yawning, but you know the reason. We can expect it to take 2 streams again with live Insan. It was fun watching it. It takes 2 ना. अरे वो खत्म हो गया गेम अभी कितना stream करेंगे उसको? I'll try Rocket League. I'll ask him.
try and survive a little bit more, because there is another team very very close by. Bad Shank is gonna go ahead and get taken down. Paradox is gonna be the one to deal a lot of damage using nothing but the wingman. We all know what the wingman can do. The zone is approaching, and I guess Team Bloodline, they just need to get the hell out of here. The HP is not in their favor. They just need to
Mackle's team is dying.
try and recharge their shields, otherwise they're not going to be able to survive for a longer amount of time. Bloodline, once again, I'm going to be seeing them taking another fight right now, and they're sort of stuck in a position where, they are going to have to take these multiple affairs before finally coming to a rest.
Wait for a good BR. What is good BR?
Pretty much out in the open. So Team Mafia, they have a really good chance of winning this out very easily, because with no buildings to control other than that one inside of the main specific
Hi
zone,
Clash Gaming,
it's
what's
just gonna
up?
get a lot more better for the Gibraltar, who can pretty much set up a building for his entire team pretty much at that stage if he uses his bubbles properly to get them behind cover.
Even I use Peacekeeper Flatline or Peacekeeper R301 or Peacekeeper R99 or Peacekeeper.
This is just a
What?
battle of these three squads trying to survive.
I don't remember the name.
Upcoming
अपकमिंग कोई वालो टूर्नामेंट है क्या स्ट्रीमर्स के लिए? होंगे, बहुत होंगे. अभी तक तो मैं कोई इसमें पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया है, so I don't know.
But look at his position. He could just get caught, but at the same time,
Did you remember me? Yes, I kind of remember you.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, Aryavarta Singh, for your 100. Thanks a lot.
Again, I and I love how
This game is too fast, reflex and all is very fast. Yeah, it's a very fast-paced game. The mechanism is worse for me because I don't know.
I have no looks like that he's gonna be the one to just try and sneak in.
परत जिंकले ते.
He's got the Mastiff and the Flatline. And yeah, the Flatline, it might just come into his favor. Look at this. Wow. You guys had to do this, right? You guys had to go into third person, and you guys had to show this specific flaming made by Hypno.
Bro, we can also go third person. I did not know this.
Bad idea, man. He's just putting out tons and tons of content for us to enjoy. But more than that,
Sorry, I'll keep yawning,
the OG is trying to make something happen in the area that they're stuck in as well.
Volt plus Eva. I don't know what Eva is. I know Volt.
That player.
I tried it.
So maybe
It's not for me.
taken down really soon. It's gonna be YOLO to suggest a position to just reposition themselves. So Team Bloodline are gonna try and go over there, try and loot. They've got a couple of skyboxes here and there, and there you go. Here comes YOLO with the scan, and they're gonna spot out the player.
Third person is only for observers. Acha.
Specific play, and it's gonna be YOLO to take down Hypno. Yeah, poor Hypno, man. Like, he couldn't have done anything, right? We are
Hey, thank you for another 100, Aryavarta. Thanks a lot.
another squad round, and that is going to be Mafia. Looks like all of their sneak plays are going to be going to waste, as finally they have to make a move right now. 4 squads left out, and I guess Team Bloodline, they might just recharge their shields.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, for yawning.
Push to success for them against Team Mafia.
It's either go big or go home, because at this stage, if they're able to get this first initial pick up, whoever dies out here or whoever is able to take this engagement down for their side are going to be the ones going up against the
और नालायक ओ
The
भाई
fact is,
बड़े streamers in the chat or what?
they're just holding down the force
भाई
angle. And
मेरे को तो लगा था तुम गायब ही हो गए. गाइस किस किस को लगा था टीपा गायब हो गया? मेरे को तो लगा था.
for them to go in for a possible
हाय
third party shot
टीपा.
going on in
एपेक्स के ग्राफिक्स मस्त है ना? हाँ बहुत ज़्यादा. मजा आता है.
waiting in for a long
एवेंजर्स मूवी देख रहे हैं अपन.
going down for their side, but instead Team Mackle, they know for a fact they need to hit their W keys, and they're going in fast and they're going in hard. It's gonna be Prawn.
I'm sorry.
One player mid and on white, and the shots are just
आप कुछ नहीं सुनोगे अभी. I'm sorry सुनोगे because I'm gonna yawn the whole stream even when I'm playing.
they can wait for the rotations to come on through down from the side.
But I'm not
instead
sleepy.
Team Mackle are like, nah.
If I go to bed ना अभी,
Going for a push,
I
and
won't
we know
sleep.
for a fact we are the team who loves to be aggressive. We are the ones who have all of the better shields and all of the better armor. This is
Hi, Hydra Dexter.
use these skills, get as many points on the board as possible, and make ourselves absolutely untouchable.
So as we're going to be approaching the 5th zone as well, right? So we'll be closing in about 20 seconds, I guess. I'm going to be seeing Team Mackle just trying to take as many fights as possible So before making that final push as well to victory. And once they're going to be doing that, right, we might just see them go ahead and take the third match on the board as well for them. We're going to be seeing Faraj. We're going to be taking that jump pad, and he's going to just try and get that Revenant ult.
What
And
is
it's
this?
Mackle. Go ahead and put down that ult. It's going to be the entirety of Team Mackle to be on their ultimates. Maybe Faraj can just make that push.
Oh
and jump pad once
God.
again. Yep, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to switch over towards the E by 8.
Oh God. These people are so good.
To go ahead and get that final push in, get that final kill in, and it's gonna be Team Mackle to be your champions once again, ladies and gentlemen. 3 times in a row, a hat trick for Team Mackle. What the hell did they have for lunch?
They are the clear winner.
Lunch and breakfast because they are pumped. They are
मिली
pumped
भूल
and
गई
they are
मैं
ready
क्या
to go through
करूँ.
these type of amazing plays.
मैं भूल गई भाई. ठीक है, ये भी सही है. खुद करो और इल्जाम किसी और पे डालो.
Have their ultimate, put the jump pad down, slap yourself with that stim beacon. Just
Ouch.
W, pull out a shotgun, your favorite.
Live and Sun will be streaming in 4p minute Minecraft. I don't know how to play Minecraft.
So much pressure that the entirety of Bloodline, they were forced down into the open. They had nowhere to
अरे
go, they
यार.
had nowhere to hide, and the entirety of Team Mackle.
मेरा टिश्यू का बॉक्स खत्म हो गया. मेरे टिश्यू का बॉक्स मंगाना.
Come on down from the side of Proj, and they're like, hey,
That's
this is
it
their-
for the
this is their
Tony.
match.
Mackle won the
Easy
Tony.
bounce out.
GG's.
Easy bounce
Yeah.
out from them, and with
इजी
that,
कर देना चाहिए अभी.
Mackle
क्यों
is
बाकी के
on
मैचेस
their
भी
side,
क्यों
and
कर रहे हो?
honestly speaking,
खत्म कर देना चाहिए. विनर अपन को मिल गए.
Through that and
The Octane is top Apex Predator in India.
There's gonna be trouble
That
for the rest of the
Octane.
streamers and the rest of the teams out there on the board
What's
as
his
well.
name?
Looks
I
like
don't
they're packed,
remember.
right? So definitely did not have anything for lunch. Maybe they just prepped themselves up for day number 2 so much. They slept late, they woke up late, did not have time to have lunch, and they were like, "It's okay, not a problem. We're just gonna be eating. Yeah, we're definitely hungry. We're gonna be eating up all of these
Who
players
was
in the server,
one?
and we are gonna feast on them." as
Mackle's
well.
team.
That's exactly what they did.
Octane is best, also fast pace.
Mackle, right?
Yep.
Amazing.
But I'm playing Bloodhound.
So scary to just see them.
Yes,
just
like
so
yesterday only I
hammered
learned
with
how
all
to
of
play
these
Bloodhound.
players on the server. And the highlights are ready. Let's just quickly jump straight into the highlights and figure out how exactly Team Mackle
Lily,
made that.
Yep.
एक छोटा रिक्वेस्ट
Uh-huh.
जो आपका फेस कैम है ना
हाँ.
and the ad, can you just like pull it थोड़ा ऊपर,
Okay.
like एकदम कॉर्नर में ना छुप जाता है.
Fine. Yeah, done.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yo.
मिली
हाँ.
स्ट्रीमवर झोपू नको.
हाँ. आई ट्राई. अभी मेरे को 11 बजे BGMI का रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए जाना है भाई.
काय परत?
हाँ.
ऐक.
और कुछ भी बोलो, आज का दिन सफल रहा.
तुम लोग के बाकी के मैचेस कैसे गए?
अच्छे गए इसलिए.
हाँ.
थैंक्स को हराया अपन, है ना वीरेन? थँक्स को हराया आपण.
काय हड का मला नाही खायचं. जा पळ इकडून. पावरट. सेट.
अगर एक कुठला डॉग आहे?
काय माहिती.
Hi Geeta Chaudhary, what's up? दीदी, do you remember me? Please try Rocket League. हाँ, करती हूँ ना मैं Rocket League खेलूंगी. Fat. ये सेम बॉटल कल आया मेरे को. हाँ क्या? मैंने ले लिया घर वालों के लिए. मम्मी के घर वालों के लिए, अम्मा अच्चन के लिए, सबके लिए मंगा दिया मैंने। बहुत महंगे भाई, बहुत महंगे। गंदा फटका पड़ा जेब को। एंग्री। डिट्टो सेम। कॉपी कैट। Should I tie my hair? Switch off the camera and I'll tie my hair. मिली वैलो क्रॉस है, अरे मैं कुछ भी रख देती हूँ यार, डॉट वॉट कुछ भी। वही स्पेसिफिक क्रॉस है, बाल बांधने के लिए बस हेयर बैंड ही नहीं है। शुरू कहाँ नहीं हो रहा क्या बीजीएमआई? अरे आज तो नहीं करूँगी यार, बिल्कुल मेरे में ना ताकत नहीं है, और गंदे वीडियो बनाने में कोई अच्छे लगते नहीं है, तो इट्स बेटर टू जस्ट डू नथिंग। डीले नहीं है यार, नहीं है डीले, कौन स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करेगा यार, किसको टाइम है स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करने का? डरती हूँ क्या स्ट्रीम स्नाइप से? इससे स्ट्रीम स्नाइप को मैं मारती हूँ ना, तुमको क्या बताऊँ। डॉट फेवरेट नहीं, कुछ फेवरेट नहीं है मेरा। ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसे लगता है कि क्या ही बताऊँ मैं। गॉड्स, ऐसे थकेली का है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय थकेली? हेलो लैंग्वेज। ताकत नहीं लगती मैडम, उंगलियां चलनी। अरे भाई तुमको क्या लगता है, इफ़ यू डोंट हैव एनर्जी यू कैन नॉट गिव अ गुड परफॉर्मेंस। तुम्हारा दिमाग नहीं चलता, यू कैन नॉट गिव अ गुड परफॉर्म। वैसे तो मैं दे भी नहीं सकती गुड परफॉर्मेंस इन बीजीएमआई ऑन फोन, बट नेवर माइंड, आई की नॉट, सो आई की नॉट। आप लोगों को लगता है इट्स जस्ट अ गेम, यू जस्ट हैव टू प्ले, बट तभी जब भी तुम लोगों को रिकॉर्ड करनी होती है ना, यू हैव टू बी स्पेसिफिक ऑन सर्टन थिंग्स, और वो तुमको दिमाग में रख के चलना पड़ता है। इट्स नॉट ईजी, मतलब इट्स, मैं क्या बताऊँ, मेरे को तो नखरे करना पसंद है
अजून
नहीं।
2 गेम आहेत
गेमर
का
ब्लिकचा मेसेज आला मला,
काय म्हणलं?
स्टिल लुकिंग फॉर 6.
इथं काय बोलतो, स्ट्रीम चालू आहे, गप्प बस.
I'm a big fan of yours. One shout out, please. Apurva Sahu, shout out to you, buddy. Hi, Casper.
कॅरियर बघितलंय.
Congratulations for your
काय
FSL.
13-6.
By the way, love you. एक प्यारा सा एक shout
कसं
out दे
रडवलं
दो.
यार, मी 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 तर म्हटलं 2-4 झालं आता जीजी.
By the way,
आपण हारलो ना 4
पिस्तूल
राऊंड.
जिंक. हा मला आठवत. हा मग नंतर कसं निघाला, इको काढलं ना आपण.
नाही नाही,
हा
बायच काढला.
thanks.
एला जाऊन आठवलं.
यार तेरा रैंक
एक
क्या
match
खुला रे
केलं.
मग
कैस्पर?
निघत गेलो आपल्या राऊंड सपाट.
I'm on
ते
gold
बेचारे
यार. I'm
utility
really
लागते
sad. कल
पैसे
ना
फेडले.
I was playing with
कबीला
प्लैट
तिथं
का
कोण बसतच
प्लेयर्स,
नाही कधी
प्लैट और
ना.
डायमंड का प्लेयर्स, गोल्ड पे रह
अरे
के।
आता त्यांचं
सो
आपल्याला
मेरे टीम
कळलंय
में
ना
एक
काय
ना
करत असते.
एस्ट्रा आई थी डायमंड,
नाही,
इतनी
ते
गूप्लेयर,
starting
इतनी
में
गूप्लेयर
Astra
भाई,
थोडे हे
उसके
झाले.
जैसे गूप्लेयर
एडी
मैं
के
देखी नहीं, और
छानच
वो
यायचे
डायमंड पे
त्याला.
बैठे हैं। I'm like
फ्लॅश
कहाँ
यायचं
पे
ना,
सिर पीटूं
वीक
मैं
आणि
अपना?
मग
वीक करून.
डॅशेस.
Did you know Kash play? She is your friend or in contact with you? Is she your friend? मैंने वही बोला, she is your friend भाई, कभी हो गई मेरी। हाँ मैंने काश प्ले का किसके साथ देखा था, मैंने स्ट्रीम देखा था स्काउट के साथ या किसी के साथ, कोई स्ट्रीमर के साथ शी वॉज प्लेइंग। शी इज़ नॉट माई फ्रेंड। हाय जस्टी, व्हाट्स अप? वो कहीं कैस्पर ही ना हो। कैस्पर एस्ट्रा कब से खेलने लगी भाई? दीदी बेस्ट गेमिंग फ़ोन कौन सा है? करंटली तो एंड्रॉयड में आई एम यूजिंग आईकू 7. You should try it. Hi Devsha, what's up? Are you going to start? ये क्या 3v3 खेल रहा है कि मैच में चला गया?
कौन?
स्काउट।
हम बघतो
3v3 खेल रहा होगा, मैच में चला गया रहता तो मर के आ जाता था।
अरे 3v3 खेल रहा है, अच्छा इसलिए वेट हो रहा है क्या अपना?
हम्म।
जल्दी से हो गया।
कास्पर इज ग्राइंडिंग एंड आशीष वांट्स टू बी बेस्ट इन एस्ट्रा। हाँ क्या? ये तो नई चीज़ है। हेलो अपी लव फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान।
प्रो
हेलो।
करने बोलो स्काउट को, खत्म हो जाएगा मैच।
व्हाट्स योर करंट रैंकिंग इन व्हाट विच गेम? PGMI, Apex or Valo? If you ask about Valo, I'm gold 3 currently. On the verge to gold 2.
अरे बिंगचा हवेतच मारलो रे, अल्टीच नाही बसली त्याची.
Hi Millie, what's up? I'm waiting for Scout to. He came. Chalo. Zaref's team, the only 2 players. Why are you so obsessed with me?
झालं स्काउटचं.
Zaref के प्लेयर का गेम क्रैश हो गया.
X-Man.
I like Casper cartoon though. Okay. Hi El Khan Khan. The Khan Khan है कि El Khan Khan है? They're from Maharashtra. Shout out please. Thank you. Hi Shreyas Darvi. ये गोल्ड वाली है क्या? गोल्ड वाली हूँ, क्या बताऊँ. दुख होता है गाइस, दुख होता है. मेरा जब भी रैंक खुल रहा था ना, तभी मैं 3 बार मैच MVP थी. 1 गेम जीती, 4th गेम और 5th गेम हारी मैं सिर्फ. फिर भी जब कि मेरा गोल्ड 2 रैंक खुला, और मेरे वही एक फ्रेंड है, उसका गोल्ड 1 खुला एंड ही प्लेड फ्यू मैचेस, और एक मैच में वो मैच MVP था भी नहीं, उसका गोल्ड 1 से डायरेक्ट गोल्ड 3 रैंक अप हो गया. एंड आई एम लाइक डाइंग हियर कि यार ये क्या कर रहे हो. गोल्ड पे कहाँ पे लाके रख दिया. गोल्ड पे तो मैं कभी थी पता है क्या, जब ये एक्ट चालू हुआ था, दैट टाइम मेरा गोल्ड 2 रैंक खुला था. एंड अभी तक अगर मेरा गोल्ड 2 रैंक खुल रहा है, मतलब आई एम डूइंग नथिंग, आई एम नॉट इम्प्रूविंग. ऐसा कुछ होगा. BGMI कब से स्ट्रीम करोगी? जब स्प्लिटर आएगा तभी. Why are you so obsessed with me? चलो यार. There are 20 letters in English, right? नहीं 26 है ना. 20 कब से हो गया? I was radiant in Valo, but I don't play Valo anymore. Oh, that's sad. You being radiant, you're not playing. क्या हो गया? हैक वैक कर रहे थे और पकड़ा गया क्या अकाउंट?
आता कोण राहिलंय?
जेरिफ का एक टीममेट नहीं है.
कोण?
मेरे लिए लोग ने 1 मिनट वेट नहीं किया था ना.
आम्ही जे डिस्कॉर्ड वर बोलतो त्या स्ट्रीम वर नाही ऐकवलं ना तुझं?
येतं ना.
येतं म्हणून तर तुला बोलू नको म्हणतोय बाळा.
फोर फिंगर प्लस फुल, मैं वही खेलती हूँ. 4 फिंगर प्लस फुल गायरो प्लस मिली, बट नो तबाई. मेरे साथ तबाई होता है.
पहले बंदा बुलाओ.
वालों बहुत क्रैश होता है दैट्स व्हाई। तो क्या खेलते हो अभी? गाइस 1000 लाइक्स नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
चालू झालं मिनी.
हाँ यार, इन
अजून
लोगों को
बोल.
मैप क्यों नहीं चेंज करना है? ये मैप से क्या ऑब्सेशन हो गया है?
100 मॅप आहे.
खूप घाण. ऑलिम्पसच पाहिजे बाबा.
आधीचा पण चालला असता.
काय घ्यायचं बोल लवकर.
जे घ्यायचं घे.
मी घेतोय मग जी
No
बंगा
cluster
बोंगो.
foxtrots in my unit. Let's run this.
I am ready. I hope you are too. The All-Father will gift us today.
Do you talk Marathi? Yes.
मराठी माहीत.
त्याच्यानंतर अजून एक मॅच आहे ना.
हा
मिली सेव्ह करायचं का नाहीतर.
हाँ सेफच खेळूया.
हा
थोडे पॉइंट्स टेबलवर थोडं वरती येऊया. मी उतरू का? कुठे उतरू?
हा तूच उतर. कुठे पण उतर.
काउंटडाऊनला जाऊया.
कुठे आहे ते?
कुठं.
ओव्हरलुक जाऊया. ओव्हरलुक
Might be a good place to land.
Let's land here.
जाऊ शकणार का?
हो
हो.
कुठून उतरू?
Let's land here.
ओके.
मार्ग दिसतो ना. एक टीम येणार माझ्या मते.
मत रे मत.
Prepare for battle.
मला मार्क दिसतोय का?
येते एक टीम आहे.
एक टीम
ती स्काउटची टीम असं फील का वाटतं.
इकडे कोण नाही आहे बाय द वे.
इकडे
जाऊया का?
उतरले.
उतरले?
हा
नाही उतरले पिक्सल.
अरे पोचले ऑलमोस्ट. आपल्या आधी पोचतील विरंत.
नाही दिसतं मी बघतोय ना मॅप. कोण नाही आलंय.
इकडं नाही म्हणत आहे. जिथं आपण जात होतो तिकडं म्हणत आहे. घाबरायचं काय म्हणजे गंजच नसतील आपल्याकडे.
Inside the ring.
तुला नाही म्हणत आहे. टॉ 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 टॉ.
गन भेटले तुला?
मला डिवोशन भेटले.
तुला हे घे बुलेट्स घे.
Energy ammo here. These got very little projectile drop.
हेल्स्टार.
Light ammo here.
लाईटची गन आहे का? बॅकपॅक येतं लेवल 2.
Backpack here. Level 2. I could use that.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. FNGs always go first.
इधर 2-4x वेरिएबल है.
मला नको. मागे पण हेवी एमो होता पिक्सल पाहिजे तर.
मला व्हेरिएबल स्कोप दे. कुठं होता?
थांब मी उचलते तुला देते.
हेवी एमो खूप आहे तिकडं आणि स्प्लिट फायर मिली पाहिजे तर.
कुठे?
पिक्सलच्या घरात आहे तिथं.
ओके. स्पिटफायरला कुठली आमो लागते?
हेवी मस्त गन
बॅग.
हे मी तिथे स्पिटफायरच्या इकडे ड्रॉप करू व्हेरिएबल.
हा पिक्सल R99 वगैरे नव्हतं का कुठं?
नाही.
इकडे एंट्रन्स.
Moving here.
आपण झोन मध्ये आहे ना. स्पिटफायर डिवोशन फेकू की एल स्टार फेकू?
एल स्टार.
Keep eyes on the new kill
नाही
leader.
डिवोशन
नाही डिव्हिजन चांगली आहे.
एल स्टार हिट फायर मार लागतं.
हिप फायर लागतं
हा मस्त लागतं. क्लोज रेंज आहे ऑलमोस्ट.
आणि स्पिटफायर लॉंग रेंज आहे का?
मीडियम पण चालेल. स्लो आहे. त्याला रिकॉइल नाही तो आरामशीर
We're
चालू
inside the ring. Got the positional advantage.
फेकू कशी? हां फेकलं. हे हॉलो होतं ना माझ्याकडे एक्स्ट्रा, माहित नाही कुठे गेलं. लाईट ॲमो हवे कोणाला? माझ्याकडे 80 एक्स्ट्रा.
कुठं जायचं पिक्से
यार शील्ड का नाही भेटत आपल्याला?
एक शिल्डने पूर्ण करायचं.
Attention.
अरे अरे हा रे आपल्यासोबत एक घाण चालू आहे माहिती का? आपण जिकडे पण उतरतोय ना आपल्याला शिल्ड नाही भेटत. आपण व्हाईट शिल्डनी पर्पल शिल्ड वाल्यांची भांडतोय सारखं कंटिन्यू.
भांडा
यही तो प्रॉब्लेम हो रहा है अपना. माझ्याकडे हे आहे अल्टिमेट एक्सेलरेटर.
तुझी अल्टिमेट
माझी आहे फुल आहे.
इकडे ये.
Let's check out this area.
कुठं?
चल तिला बोलतो. तिकीचं बघ ना लांब.
आली.
एनर्जी आहे तुला पाहिजे तर.
एनर्जी आमो.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am. Open supply bin over here. Mastiff here.
Na 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 na.
Here I go.
Na 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 na.
इथं हॉलो आहे
Optics
की
here. Close range.
काय?
हॉलो पाहिजे होतं ना.
हां
I could use that.
आर्मर मिल जा आर्मर.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 1.
लाईट टँक भेटली तर सांगा.
खालती लाईट आहे.
Light ammo here.
Backpack here.
खाली आहे लाईट मॅग.
हां
हे इकडं.
मार्क केलं.
अरे ॲमो येते मॅग मॅग.
अच्छा मॅग. नाही मला का नाही लागत एक्सटेंडेड एनर्जी मॅग? एल स्टारला नाही लागत का?
नाही नाही एलस्टारला नाही लागत. त्या आधीपासून 100 आहे असेल बघ.
138 आहे.
हां ते गरम होतं खूप वेळ चालवलं तर.
मग मला लागणार का? डॅमेज देणार?
नाही 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 बंद होणार का?
अच्छा
काइंड ऑफ रिलोड समजून चाल तेवढा टाइम जातो. जायचं का इकडं?
Go this way.
चल.
चल. Don't let me down.
आपण को आर्मर नाही मिळाला अभी तक.
आर्मर आपल्या नशिबात नाही.
नशिबातच नाहीये. ते पोरांना उतरलं भेटतंय काय नाही. मोठा गोल्ड आर्मर पर्पल आर्मर.
Grappling.
लेफ्टला फाईट चालू आहे.
Setting up a zip line.
ए इकडे
R301 here. Accurate and easy to control.
इकडे 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 इकडे.
हो
घ्यायचं का त्यांना?
स्नायपरने मारतात ते.
घ्यायचं का वेरियंट?
उडताय ते
Enemy spotted.
Heads up.
Round
Dropping the
2.
pain.
आयुष्य.
Beginning ring countdown.
We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about.
अरे मिळून गेली तिकडे.
पिक्सल्स होता मी म्हणून आली.
हां आत आहेत.
माझ्या खाली आहे.
आता इकडे समोरचा दरवाजा उघडा आहे.
स्कॅन मार खाली आहे.
थांब थांब थांब.
इकडे समोर उभा.
हा कोण आहे?
Down.
सिमी इकडे आहेत. कोण होते हे नू?
Wow, looks like that was the last one on the squad.
वगैरे चांगलं खेळलं, चांगलं खेळलं.
अरे तो उभा आहे माझ्यासमोर, काही करत नाही.
स्ट्रीम चालू आहे.
Repairing.
लेफ्टला बघ पिक्सल.
कुठं?
अरे ते फाईट करत होते ना. पहिला स्क्वॉड वाईप मिली.
हा ना.
पहिला खुशी मिली.
वा 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 बुयू टुक 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 टुक.
ओह गॉड बन गई अपन लोग.
तिसरा क्रेट कुठे?
काय पाहिजे तुला?
तिसरी क्रेट.
तिसरी क्रेट कुठे? हा मी पण तीच शोधतो.
मी 2 किल घेतले. तुम्ही किती घेतले?
मी एक घेतला. तिसरा कुठे? हा इकडे बाहेर आहे. नाही तर बाहेर पण नाही.
विंगमॅन साठी साइड भेटला तर चांगला आहे.
हे इथं काय हे पाहिजे का?
Medkit फेकली पण
Optics
आता
here.
नसेल.
Close range.
हा,
Always
golden
better than
ना.
iron sights.
एक अवे आले पब्लिक.
Taking fire. Right down range. Give my shields a recharge.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line?
त्याचं मिली मागे विरणकडे जाऊ.
अल्ट केले त्यांनी. आपल्या खालून येतात का?
खाली इकडे इथे
Hostile. Danger close.
जो येतो. नाही ते रेव्हनंटच्या मध्ये
येता येतं त्या साईडने येतं.
माझी शिल्ड.
फायटिंग नाही आहे का?
आई 71 राज वा. तुझ्या मागे आहे ना
Incoming
विरण.
care package. I love loot.
एक स्क्वॉड वाईप केला गाईज आपण. हा आपला प्रगती झाली.
स्क्वॉड आली होती.
3 kills. 11th position.
हा राजने मला लेझर केला एक का. ट्रेवर भेटले याला.
In a position to try and go in for a couple of plays. They don't really have a lot of loot to work with, and everyone pushes them. Things could already be over for them. And from the side of Team Sway, they need to make sure they get their teammates' banners at this point. But I don't think so that anyone from the other side is going to be giving away the advantage that they already have. And they're going to camp the body of Sway for as long as they possibly can until her banner times out.
Yeah, that is the strategy coming out for sure. But more than that, I guess it is going to be Gavakit and Juzo to just try and do something. I mean, you know, this is going to try and maybe fight them out and isolate themselves into individual one-on-ones. But at the same time, the positional advantage coming in from the side of Team Mafia is just going to keep them at a very, very comfortable position.
This is a way if they do play their cards properly. But at the same time, Team Mafia, Team Rebel, and Team Mizo, they made a massive climb from where they were previously. Because you do remember the Team Mizo, they were stuck down in the 13th position and they were able to end it off on the 11th position on day number 1.
So winning off both of those fights in that specific building. Like Team Mizo, they went ahead and capitalized on the fight being taken up between Rebel and Millie, if I'm not wrong. So Team Mizo, they just went down and finished up whatever they both started.
that easily, considering the way that they choose a lot of their positions. So let's just say that the first position and the second position are already taken, and that can swap out depending on how Team Mackle performed down at the very beginning of map number 4. So let's
Mackle
talk
is
a
on
little bit more about
163
position
points.
3, 4, 5, 6, and
बापरे.
so on so
त्यांचे
forth.
किल्सच खूप
This
जास्त
can
आहेत.
this is
हाँ
very much
4
indicative
विन्स
of
स्काउट 3 विन्स
Pile
बाकी कोई
now
जीता ही
when
नहीं है,
it
सिर्फ
comes down
मैकल और
because
स्काउट से
of
वो
the 24
फर्स्ट मैच
points, they
पायल
have lots of work, but
विन था,
they have a win under their belt as well, basically meaning that
बाकी
they
किसी को जीतने ही नहीं दे रहे लोग.
play if they do play their cards properly. But at the same time, Team Mafia, Team Rebel, and Team Mizo, they made a massive climb from where they were previously, because you do remember that Team Mizo, they were stuck out, and this is just going to be a push going on down through. And for the side of Pyro Gaming, they need to be careful, otherwise they're going to be in the receiving end of a lot of hurt, and a lot of hurt is in the name of
धुवून
Praj,
टाकलं तुला आता
lasering them
पिक्सेल.
down one by one. Armor has been broken.
Laser
Shots
करतो
are gonna be
direct
rating
तो.
on it. One clipping pistol straight in the face. It's going to be Praj.
एक गोळी तर
Getting the first
मारायची.
initial pick up laser.
मारले की
With
किती?
that, the frag nades are going to be
Armor
going on through.
काढला
The
मी.
finish is going to be coming out down as well. A beautiful frag nade as well. Going to be able to crack one of the shields at the bare minimum. And with the positions already revealed, they know where to go. They know where to hunt them down one by one. The push is there. The bloodbath has already been done, and it's going to be Praj getting the final initial kill with Mackle on their sidelines. And with that, Team Mackle, once again, they take another win for themselves, possibly, when it comes down to the squad wipe. That's just going to be so deadly moving on down forward. This composition assassin is so damn scary.
त्या सगळ्याच्या
Definitely
चॅटवर
is, and it sort of is the meta as well for now, right? Like we do see all of these teams making these plays, and I guess on top of the Revenant ult, the push coming down from Pile Gaming as well as Mackle, both of which is done in a very very interesting and
कोई 90.
as well.
ये कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, ये वाले जीते हारे, जीतना तो इम्पॉसिबल है, एम एफ इम्पॉसिबल अभी.
Wipe out an entire squad, and at this point he's just to be dancing and singing that song.
कितना बचा अभी मैचेस? ये थर्ड था
Okay.
और 2 मैच बचे.
Think that otherwise we're gonna get copyrighted almost instantly. But at the same time, Team Banks, they wanted to go
I'm
in for
pretty
an aggressive
sure.
push.
I'm pretty sure that my voice is not that good, so YouTube is not gonna pick it up as a song.
You're a caster and you just dissed yourself on stream, man. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a caster, not a singer. There's a difference, right? And it looks like that it is gonna be Team Mercy who are gonna be singing right now with their weapons as they're gonna go ahead and take down Chris Zemo and gang. That is gonna be Team Fatu, if I'm not wrong, finally falling down and out.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot, but at the same time, they're looking for one more team as well, because it felt as though Team Banks, they became a little bit too overzealous. They wanted to make that push happen a little bit too early.
Hi
And
Promax
I
YT, what's
Why
up?
not? Them not using that Bloodhound scan as soon as they were trying to push down into a building. Biggest mistake there, and that's gonna hurt them quite a lot moving on down forward. An unfortunate situation for them. They're not gonna be able to survive for long, and with that, Team Mackle, this time around, they're just sniping on down, and you can already see that Proj, he has that Kraber in his hand, and this Kraber could just be the thing that gets him a couple highlight kills for their side. But at the same time, it feels as though, yeah, Proj is like, yeah, I can't hit many shots with the Kraber right now. I think I'm gonna give it to you, TSG. Let's see that you can get a couple of kills for your side.
TSG has been picking up the favor from quite some time, if I'm not wrong, so he might be pretty good at it. Nah, not gonna be able to connect that. Well, let's see if he can do one more. Nah, never mind. Observer, we can switch. I really don't want TSG to just go ahead and bash us. At the same time, he's just absolutely missing everything, and it's not his fault. It's just the moving players are just
ओ भाई काय लेझर करतो रे हा?
to hit.
कोण?
You gotta get in
हा
that.
प्राज.
You gotta get in that drop.
प्राज आलाय, माझा
drop
पायल
accuracy
गेमिंग
as
वर आहे.
well, right? In order to
मी
connect
तर
with
हे
the
करत आहे
Now that they just
लाईव्ह
keep-
इन गेमच
because
बघतोय.
इन गेमच माझा ह्याच्यावर आहे.
bring out the assault rifles into play.
मी वेगळ्या सिम येलो ना.
Has got a different plan altogether. He
अच्छा दुसऱ्या स्क्वॉडने मारलं तुम्हाला?
one
हा,
move
खालनं रेव्हरंटची
back,
वेगळी स्क्वॉड आली.
get some crisp clean luck to the face.
अरे ह्याने खतरनाक लेझर
Worked
केलं.
out in their favor, but at the same time, things could just
मेरे हाल
not work
इधर
too
मैंने
long, and it
चढ़ाया।
feels as though the Valkyries did call them, and they're like, yeah, we're going to Valhalla.
Guys, I'll go
Aside
AFK.
from your book assassin, because now they're just like, nah, we're staying here. We're gonna be going down to the other side of the map pretty much. They're gonna be
हा पोझिशन्स खूप चांगले घेतो.
as well, but at the same time, Team Mercy, they're ready for another engagement down for their side, and I really like this. The fact that they're able to get themselves down so far forward, and the shots are going to be going on in from the side of Melody. This He's gonna run out of bullets. Gonna be able to swap one down to the R301. Tag down one of the players to very low levels of HP. He wants to make that push happen. At the same time, it's gonna be the kill leader now going on through down to the hands of power. Who's gonna be able to take down Groove? Was the last kill leader previously. And Melody picks himself up a red armor as well, and that red armor is gonna be so massive. Moving on down forward, Juzo spots out one player who was trying to run on away. It's gonna be Zami trying to be that sneaky player for the side of his team, but he's not gonna be able to survive for long. Gets taken on down out, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, there's gonna be 6 spots left on the board and possibly down to 5 spots soon enough as well, because Team Mackle spotted out the side of Kyle Gaming, and Kyle Gaming, they're like, hey, we know for a fact that that's Team Mackle, and we don't want to be near them whatsoever.
Yeah, I guess with a minute and a half left for zone number 4 to close in, I guess all of these teams can just try and find themselves at a very, very good position. Because otherwise, once again, it's going to be match number 1 and 2
आयटमध्ये अटकलाय
on repeat. Wow, Praj just trying to go ahead, get that jump in, and take the fight as well, as he's getting shot from the other side. He's going to try and get back to his team, and his team is going to provide him the cover that he needs as well. TSG Apex back onto the Spitfire, and see, I told you, right? Just going to go ahead and throw away that Kraber. Like, nah, the sniper is not at all helping us. Let's just go back to the Spitfire and the R99. Spitfire, definitely an amazing weapon in my opinion. Favored by many. Yeah, a little disgusting, but yeah.
If it works, don't fix it. And you can already see why it's such a disgusting weapon. It's an absolute laser at those long ranges, almost no recoil, and you can easily control it for long bursts of spray, and you can do so much damage and provide so much cover fire that the opponents are just oppressed to the point of no return. Because if they try to run on out, they're gonna get shot on out. And let's say if someone throws a frag grenade right on the other side, they're gonna be forced on an impossible situation. Either take a frag grenade to the face, or we take a lot of Spitfire bullets in the face. And that's gonna be a pretty bad situation down for any team almost. And Team Mackle, they understand that, hey, they go in for an aggressive push, they can make a couple of plays happen for themselves. They're trying to play it slow. They're trying to see if they can find that personage player, get that personage sound cue of where they want to stand at. And already it's going to be TSG spotting out multiple players. And the fact that they have such an advantageous high ground in their side, they're the ones controlling the entire map. One member holding down one side while the other holds down the other. They know for a fact of where the players are, and they're getting surrounded soon enough. They need to be careful, otherwise things would go horribly wrong for them. For the side of Team Mackle, they need to go in fast and they need to go in hard. They need to switch everything up, and you can already see that TSG, he is picking up his close range loadout instead of his long range oppressive hold loadout.
बिचाराला धरून मारायला.
The fact that they're constantly switching up loadouts depending on the engagements that they want to take just goes to show how serious they are and how much they mean business going down.
दुसरी टीम कुठली?
I agree to you on that, correct?
8-bit Mafia. त्यांना बघतो मी.
जिंकले महाग.
अच्छा दोनच राहिलेत.
राज जिंकला.
So happy that they managed to get themselves.
त्यांचे पोझिशन बघ ना, अरे रे एक कॉर्नर्ड आहे रे.
All of these matches that have been played in this specific invitational. I know we are going to be seeing some arc stars.
TP झाला एक.
By Praj, and Praj is just so goddamn
पंच मारताय.
looking for some blood. He's just going to go ahead and spray it out using the R301. And look at the position.
परत मायकेल जिंकलं का?
Precise gunplay,
God,
that's for
झालं,
sure.
जिंकलं
Gets
ते.
the down and gets the final kill as well. Praj is going to be the kill leader, ladies and gentlemen, with 5 kills. The guy is looking for more. He's looking to end the entirety of Team Rebel as well, who were trying to, run away from the zone. File Gaming, they're going to activate that ult, and on top of that ult, they're just going to make the push. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be Axe back to just moving towards the building. The spot up Northern Breeze with him to try and make this push, and yeah, fight the beast of
बस आहे ना आता पोझिशन काढायची जिंकले.
त्यांना काहीच करायची गरज नाही, जिंकलेच. 8 किल केले बाबा.
It's not going to help out definitely a noob as well. It's going to be definitely a noob, and next is going to be going down. Has the squad been wiped out already or not? Aggressive.
Rebel is gonna be alive, and they're trying to hunt him down. And
Scout team पहले में जीता है.
alive, not really much that he can do. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, and a lot of people with just that Rebel ultimate just hunting them down. But at the same time, it feels as though PSG, he's actually gonna be able to get a shot down onto Pile Gaming. They understood that, hey, the push is gonna be going on through, and they're gonna be instantly able to take that engagement down in their favor. And Pile, she's going to be the one to go on down instead, as the fight was already going on through. All of the other members are going to be the ones running themselves back out almost immediately. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, things for the side of Team Mackel just got even better. Not only were they able to get so many kills down on the board, they were actually able to get an Arc Star kill down onto the Revenant from the side of IO Gaming, basically meaning that now it's already over for them. They can no longer go in for the willy-nilly composition that they could have done previously. The composition that they are running relies on their Revenant staying alive for as long as he possibly can. Otherwise, the Octane cannot go in for these risky plays anymore. They need to play a lot more safe. They need to play a lot more systematically. And pretty sure that Team Mackel, they have their game sense on tune so beautifully. They know exactly where to hold, exactly where to push every single time. They understand the positions that the enemies can run into. They hear the sounds. They know the positions. And with just one Bloodhound scan, they pinpoint their location accurately, make that push happen, and take it all away. And it's going to be Prod just laying
ओ भाई प्रोजेक्ट्स का ट्रेसिंग कितना अच्छा है ट्रेसिंग Milady looks similar to mostly and I look like myself यार प्लीज मैं किसके जैसे मेरे को बहुत इरिटेट होता है अगर मेरे को मैं इसके जैसे दिखती हूँ मैं उसके जैसे दिखती हूँ I get DMs you look like this you look like that bro I look like myself
Ground. It looks like that once again we might see a little bit of a repeat happening from the rest of the three matches from the side of Team Mackel as well. Who one's
Guys,
in a bit of a trouble
Yes.
as that is going to
मेरे
be
कब है?
अच्छा लॉबी बन गया क्या
हाँ बन गया ज्वाइन ना
ओके
राइट
हेलो Phoenix is live what's up मैं क्यों नहीं आ पा रही टीम में Love from Kuwait thank you
Yeah, this stage, Assassin, as the announcer does say, Apex Predator.
They
has
won
been
fourth
announced,
match as
and
well.
The side of Team Mackel becoming
Yes.
the number one once again. Yesterday we saw a
तू हे
hat-trick
करू
coming on
नको
down
तू
from the
मेली
side
ना
of Scout,
स्पेक्टेटर
and
क्लिक
I'm
कर
pretty
तुला
sure that
लाइव
Team
दिस
Mackel, they were angry.
हाँ
at
पर
the
मजा ना
fact
हे
that
नहीं है
to
डीले
immediately
नहीं है
try
मैं
to
त्यांचे
show
साठी हे
out,
होणार
being like, hey, I know for a fact you took a
Oh,
hat-trick,
okay,
but
okay.
we're actually gonna get a quadra, and
Point.
we're probably gonna get fifth
Point.
one as well on our side. Because now at
Legal
this
toss का
stage,
पूरा
Assassin,
team
it
नहीं है
feels as though Team Mackel, they're absolutely untouchable. Because at the very beginning, I was saying this, being like, hey, if Scout is able to get the side of Team Mackel almost immediately, right at the very beginning, they have the best possible chance. And they heard my call. They had those psychic powers that we were talking about. That, yeah, they wanted to go in for the push. They made that push happen. Mackel, they were ready for it. They were expecting it. And the fact that Team Scout died out that early in the game just put the nail on the coffin, and it's already over for the number one spot. And now Scout, he needs to fight for the number two spot first.
Yeah, he definitely needs to have a strong hold of that specific spot. Otherwise, it's going to be
ये
trouble
क्या लास्ट
going
मैच
for
का
him.
समझिए
Well, Team Scout, quite unfortunate. They did absolutely everything.
Diamond.
Amazing gunplay coming out from them, but it was just the loot that
हम लोग
kind of
किधर है
did not go in their favor. They did not have the purples, they did not have the
मेरी
golds, they
दिख
did not
रही
have
है
the blue.
किधर
So that kind of put them in a spot where they
इधर
were not able to do much. But great efforts coming in from absolutely everyone. And a solid play once again coming out from the side of Team Mackel. The highlights are ready, so let's see on how exactly match number 4 went down. Aggressive. These
मैकल का
had a
टीम
lot
किधर है
of early
कितना डैमेज
execution
देते हैं लोग मेरे को
specific
देखना
match, and I'm not even gonna lie, most of the times I just thought that it might just go in the favor of one team, but it went in the favor of the other team. Like absolutely every time. I guess 90
8
percent
किल
of the
क्या
time it
मजाक
went in
है
the favor of the other team, despite the opponent side having all the advantage whatsoever. So it was just a very very unpredictable affair coming out from a lot of teams out here. But one thing that stands for sure is Team Mackel and their dominance. What do you have to say about that?
The fact is that their positioning is what's giving them a lot of their wins. Because yes, Praj is an absolute laser when it comes down to his raw aim. What else is there? The fact that they're able to position themselves so beautifully is just on another level every single time. the way that they're able to take high ground, the way that they're able to do oppressive fire and get a lot of information as well. But let's just talk about this finisher. That's just like full on PM coming on down from the side of Team Things. But still, moving on down forward, like that's kind of what happened. And a lot of the other teams, they were not really able to make use of the positional advantage that they have, primarily because it felt as though they were just always looking down onto one singular angle. While from the side of Team Mackle, everyone was holding down different sidelines. They were expecting a push to happen from the multiple different sides, and they were ready to take those gunfights every single moment that
अरे इन लोग को पूरा मैप ऐसा
really gave them that level of advantage.
बहुत
They were able to
अच्छे से
control the
पता
flow
है
of the
रे
map, and they were able to
किधर
control
से
the
कौन
rotations
पीक
as
कर
well, and be
सकता
ready
है
for a lot
किधर
of
से
those
कौन
fights.
किधर बैठ
And for the other
सकता है
teams, I'm really hoping that they are able to
तर
pick
माहिती
up
होणार
on that
रेव्हेनंट
and
वगैरे
bring
अल्ट
it back
करून
even
देतात
better
ते
on
माहिती आहे
map
ना
number 5. Because
नाही.
at
बॉडी
this stage,
मेलर
yes, the
परत
number 1 spot is no longer
फिनिक्सची अल्ट
reachable, but
म्हणजे
the number
त्या
2
बॉक्सने
spot
निघते
is very much
अच्छा.
आपल्या
available now
जेन्युन
because
मारलं
Scout
ना दोन
is
टीम्सनी
out there.
फिनिक्सची अल्ट करून आले होते
अच्छा
Yeah, so Team Scout, they need to fight in order to just have that position secured for themselves. Otherwise, things are not going to look good in their favor.
Second
The
team
rest of
कौन
the
है?
streamers
गेले?
are going to try very, very hard, especially the ones who are very close
रेगल
to Team
टॉस
Scout, right? Like
कौन
Team
है?
Mafia, Team Rebel. They're all going to try and take away that spot from the hands of Team Scout. Team Scout, all they have to do is just do what exactly they did yesterday. But today, it just seems like the fights that they're taking, they are not finding the advantages on top of these fights as well.
Completely agree with you. It feels as though Team Scout, they're just falling a little bit short when it comes down to the terms of the loot, and they're not able to take out lot of those engagements properly. Because every single time it feels as though, hey, yeah, Team Scout, they should be able to win it out almost instantly, but Team Mackle, they're just like, I will reverse slap them back and just take a lot of these engagements in our favor instead. And that's what's kind of causing a lot of these issues to happen moving on down forward. The positional advantage in their favor, and the fact that they're able to just control a lot of the rotations
Melee
coming on down
high.
just caused a lot of
काय?
things to happen moving on down forward. But
तिथं
hopefully,
मेसेज
the side
टाकलाय
of Scout, the
फ्लेक्सी
side of Team Scout can
वाईटी
just brush
पण
off that loss and
मैं
come
नहीं
back even
जानती.
stronger moving on down forward because they still have one more map to play. Still another chance for them to keep their spot on the board uncontested moving on down forward. As we are getting the
यार वो
standings
इमोजी
ready,
कैसे
we can
बनाते
just
हैं?
talk a little bit more about the different types of legend lineups that we were seeing coming on down because for the side of Team Sway, they had the Loba pickup this time around just to get a little bit more mobility in their favor. But the factor is that when you have that mobility in your arsenal, you would expect to be a little bit more aggressive. But for the side of Team Sway, they were still playing defensive, and I'm still waiting for someone to pick up the Watson. But yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna
कोणत्या
happen.
टीम मध्ये फ्लेक्सी अच्छा
Well,
माफिया
that is just going to remain a dream.
मला पाणी
आने वाले है कि नहीं?
We might just see someone out there.
कोणाची टीम नाही
Just
रिगाल्टोस
for
ना
aggressive, we're going to be making it happen. We're going to get the Watson out.
पूरा का पूरा टीवी गायब है.
We look to cue
मैकल का भी एक बंदा नहीं है, चालू कर दो अगर किसी को जीतने का
on to
मन
the
है तो
top
अभी.
9 standings where Team Mackle, winners, going to be on the first spot, 12 placement points, 15 kills, 27 total points, and Team Mafia, they're going to be the ones to follow up to Team Mackle, 9 placement points, 3 kills, and 12 total points. Team Mercy, they are right behind Mafia. It's sort of like is a tiebreaker in terms of the total points, right? 12 points for them both. Team Pile Gaming, they're also catching up. And I guess everyone is just slowly but surely trying to get closer with Mr. Scout. And they definitely are going to be feeling the heat right now. Team Scout, they went on very, very
Zara start.
up into that specific
Yes.
map, that's map number 9.
15 टीम्स के साथ ही. तो मतलब सबको प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट मिलेगा.
I am prepared for the fight.
बिरयानी खाएगा मैं तो अबे.
Pop the smoke, make 'em broke. Hey, we both.
हे आर्यवर्ता, थैंक यू फॉर योर 29. ओ भाई,
पार्ट घेतोय का वीरेन.
ये क्या है इसका एबिलिटीज?
मशीन गन डायरेक्ट अल्टी
किती डॅमेज होते मशीन गन स्प्लिट फायर
बहुत
सारखे.
पड़ता है मार देता है एक बंदे को
Introducing
मुंह
your
सामने आया तो
champion.
हो प्राइज ने प्राइज इज टू डेंजरस.
100 विन है उसके
Hostile spotted.
उतरो किधर तो नहीं.
नाही तुला स्ट्रीम करा लागणार आहे.
स्ट्रीम करते ना मी.
नाही जर मेलो लवकर तर
हाँ
त्याच्याहून चांगलं ठेवूनच घेऊ.
हाँ जगून.
जगूया आपण जगूया.
स्काई हुक कौन जाता है क्या?
Or die somewhere else. No pressure.
अपन प्रयत्न करेगा जगने
Let's
का
show these fools why their parents never loved them.
नहीं तुम लोग
Scout
अभी
उधर
बोला था
उतरता है
जगना है।
स्काउट उधर उतरता आहे बिरे ना तिथं उतरतो स्काउट तिथं
अच्छा फिर
Let's go this way.
आगे कोण येतंय का बघ ना मागे.
दिसत नाही है।
सेपरेट हो ना पिक्सल सेपरेट हो उधर इसलिए लूट नहीं मिलता आपने. आइए क्या पब्लिक.
I'll cover for you, mates.
पब्लिक नहीं दिख रही मेरे को.
भाई को मिला आर्मर.
Round 1.
एक जमाने का फेवरेट गन.
मैं जो भी है सब उठाऊंगी बाद में देखूंगी।
आई अल्टरनेटर. अरे अपन जेवढा वेळ तुम्ही ट्रायजनीच मार रहे हैं.
वो सबको ही मार रहे हैं. तू स्पेशल नहीं है.
अरे तू मेरे को मार रहा है.
मेरे सामने आया मैंने बचा दिया भाई.
ये क्या आवाज कर रहा है?
मी नव्हता घेतला पण ठीक आहे. काय मत कोण घेतला भूतानी घेतला.
चलो अपन जाते बचाने.
Putting up some amped cover.
नसीब में आर्मर तो नहीं ही है फिर भी ट्राई कर रहा हूँ मैं.
पब्लिक है इधर.
One in the distance.
मैं जा रही हूँ
Looks
पीछे।
scary.
अरे
People
क्या?
out of hiding.
अरे कुठे. अरे मिली कुठे आहे. तू कुठे आहे वीरेन.
मिली कुठे. मिली येईल टेन्शन नाही. दूर आहे पब्लिक.
मिली एफ के आहे का.
नाही म्यूट आहे का मी.
Bless me with sight.
तुला एकदम फास्ट यायला गेला इकडं.
आली
लूटेड आहे समोर.
पब्लिक इधर देखना. मैं अट्टा मारने मेरे. ए ट्रिपल टेक मार रहे हो. ब्लू शील्ड इधर.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
ओ गॉड लाइक.
सामने है मेरे.
Tip top, mates. Sheila's ready for
अरे
शीला.
amped
शीला.
cover for you, mates.
ला ला ला.
Blood.
no
1 minute remains. The ring.
Woo! Shooting some plunkers.
डाउन है.
मार उधर ग्रेनेड फेंक.
Leader. Watch
चल
your
चल
six.
चल.
Rings
इसको
next
मारा.
door.
फाटू मारा.
45. Frag out.
ग्रेनेड फेंका है अपन ने. अरे
ऊपर
ग्रेनेड.
क्या फेल ग्रेनेड फेंकता है रे.
अरे मेरे इसमें ऊपर ही जा रहे वो दिखा रहा.
Thermite out. Charging my
ए
shield.
इकडे खाली नाही कोण रिवाइव नाही करत तुला.
Taking fire. Reloading. Amped cover for you, mates.
अरे 1 HP वरचा.
Right here.
अरे अजून आले पोरं. दुसरी स्क्वॉड आली. वरचा 1 HP हा वीरेन.
ठीक है.
Reloading.
I bathe in the blood.
Putting up some amped cover.
मिली स्कैन मार रहा.
10 seconds.
एक मिनट.
Stand by. Get that blood pumping.
मला रिवाइव देऊ शकतो का वीरेन.
हाँ ये आते अजून आते.
Look, this one's free. Remember that.
Use the map as your guide. The ring is moving.
Getting shot at. Firing. Ah, crap. I'm down.
मिली कुठे आहे.
अरे मी तुम्हाला
अजून.
खूप जास्त
जगन्नाथ अरे आपण म्हणजे खूप लांब आहे. मी त्याच्यावरती
वर कशाला जातो.
जाणार कसा आतमध्ये. त्याला का मी भेटली असेल ना आता.
अरे बाबा. ओय
ओ भाई क्या
चालू हो गया आज का. हाँ
हाँ डैमेज भी पड़ा है क्या उसको 28 ही. ये लास्ट मैच था क्या. वो शिट. मैंने अनम्यूट समझ के म्यूट किया. म्यूट समझ के अनम्यूट किया. जो भी हो गया. किल मिला लास्ट राउंड.
एक
हो
मिनिट
घेतला एक किल.
एक और
पाठचा
मिल
किती
गया
भेटला?
बट मैंने सेकंडरी गन दे
त्याला मशीन गननी मारलं.
का डेथ कर दिया ना बस. एपेक्स पॅक भेटलंय खेळून.
हा ना.
लेजेंडरी भेटलं. लॅग झालं. आयुष्यपत लेजेंडरी भेटला आणि लॅग झाला विरेन. अरे लेजेंडरी बॅनर फ्रेम भेटलं. I can.
Now, with the pushes going on through from the back end, it's gonna be Proj getting the first initial kill down onto Udajit. And with that first initial kill, Team Mackle, they're once again just started everything off with a bang. Proj, he just gets 2 kills. Mackle from the silence gonna be able to shut down one more, and the hunt has already begun. Proj, he's just going in for the shots. He doesn't want to let anyone run away from him. Puts on that stim. He's at only 1 HP, but he doesn't give a damn. He wants that kill. Down.
क्या मतलब कैसे किधर कौन से स्क्वाड किधर भी मारता है ये प्राज.
प्राज डेंजर माणूस है.
इधर का रेडियन प्रेडिटर है क्या?
हाँ हाँ.
तो प्रेडिटर रैंक वाला है. जो एपेक्स के प्लेयर है वो वैलोरेंट ज्यादा खेल नहीं सकेंगे ना. इतना आरएनजी होता है यहाँ पे.
हा नाही हे नुसतं एपेक्स व्हॅल्यू काय माहित शिकावं लागेल.
शिकायला लागते कुठली पण गेम.
I'm really wondering how they're gonna make that difference. And finally, we're seeing a little bit of a difference come out through from the side of Team Billy. The rampart goes on down. The bullets are gonna be waiting on it, and the game is trying to survive. But that shotgun is just too good coming on down from the side of Buzzworld. Shots going in left, the shots going in right, and the game does get taken on down. Hazel.
मेरे को मेरी मौत नहीं देखनी है.
Now one more onto the game. So at the bare minimum, a little bit of damage being done, and now it's just Millie versus the entire world. Will she be able to survive for long is the real question, because they're just right above her. But at the same time, I think that she's just gonna chill. She's just gonna wait. And it's gonna be set up pile gaming instead of opting to go in for that aggressive push, or knowing if their exact position, they're gonna be making that push happen already. And now this is just so dangerous. The shots are gonna be going on in, and it's gonna be Millie taking
काय
the first.
याच्यानंतर व्हॅल्यू येणार का चालली आहे?
Taken on down. She
खेळणार ना
wanted
वालो.
to get her teammates banners, but it's just not gonna be able to find it. Instead, it is gonna be the side of pile
drag
gaming.
drop कर
Being able to
झालं.
take the building in their favor once again.
हाँ.
At the same time, they just got the scrap.
अच्छा थांब.
ये लास्ट था ना.
हो पण नाही स्ट्रीम करत त्यांनी म्हटलं होतं काल.
हाँ हाँ.
मी तिकडे जाऊन बसतो तुझ्या विषय.
हाँ चालेल.
हे कर.
चालेल.
My bad. Did I say something wrong?
No,
Yes, I did, right? Oh, Watson. My bad. No, Newton.
Newton.
Yep.
I was
Yeah,
like, wait a second.
I'm pretty bad when it comes to this, so my bad.
Yes.
Just don't iterate me. Yes. just got these just a little bit in. But anyways, there's gonna be. So, do we have any
Guys,
or not? Have you spotted them?
1000 लाइक कर दो यार.
Actually, no, we did see a rampart, so yeah, that could be something.
जल्दी से 1000 लाइक्स कर दो. तुम लोग
But
क्या
more
कर
than
रहे हो?
that, what we definitely are gonna see is the Revenant players, right? They never get old, and I guess Pile Gaming push on towards Team Millie was a classic move coming out from Pile Gaming to just go ahead and take care of Team Millie right out of the bat. We're seeing 13 squads left now, and the Beast of the Hunt getting activated as well. Team Mafia trying to take that fight.
लाइक कर दो गाइस लाइक. क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग ऐसे?
A specific fight, but then what about the aggression coming out from the side of Team Sway? I guess Team Sway is going to get taken down. It's going to be Ice Knees to go ahead and get the frag as well. Team Mafia, they're going to go ahead and take out the entirety of Team Sway.
This is gonna be a perfect kill coming on down from them. Just swarming them down from multiple different angles. Not much to do, nowhere to hide. Instead, it's gonna be Flicksha coming on down from the sidelines, putting up that shield, just staying inside of it, and being like, hey, I'm just gonna wait here, I'm gonna chill here, while they go in for that push. Not much that the side of Team Sway could do. They're gonna be eliminated almost immediately, and their standings are just not gonna be looking strong. at the very end of it, that's for sure. But moving on down forward, 12 scouts left on the map, and it's going to be just the side of Team Scout making their push happen down towards the angle of city. And in the side of the city is going to be a lot of people down, and a lot of gunfights are already going to be starting on there. But for the side of Team Bloodline, they're also making their rotation into the city as well. But at the same time, Team Scout, they're getting damaged so massively. Two hostiles are going to be on the top stairs, and Fat Monster, he just gives like no two damns. He's like, I'm going to hold my WP. I'm just going to keep on going. The shots are going to be going on in, and they're just going to be able to survive at the bare minimum. And with that, it feels as though they knew exactly what Team Scout were thinking. They're all being going for that jump, but look at Fat Monster. He just used the enemy Octane's jump pad to make his way down forward, uses the EVA, tags him down really low. He's still hunting, he's still going. What is this guy on Assassin? He just gets like no two dams. He just is making every
वो जरा
push
स्काउट
happen
की
and
स्ट्रीम
making it
देखना
work
था,
beautifully.
बाद में देखती हूँ.
He's just another fool, man. He's just such
कुछ
a
भी खेलता है
fool
यार.
god right there. The way he's just maneuvering himself in and around the
Fat
entire map,
monster.
flying around like I don't even know what to say. Oh no, never mind. I thought that Fat Monster was going to be going in for that finisher. That would have been rubbing salt out of the wound as well. But yeah, I guess getting the finisher in out in the open isn't the best of the options out there. So, you should better just not go in for that. Just finish him off or let him just bleed out. We'll be seeing Stabby and Begum finding themselves a frag each, by the way. And Fat Monster's going to be going down. Begum with the immediate trade on towards Drew, but I guess Stabby still lives. And it's going to be Baba Bali to go ahead and take down Begum. It looks like that Team Scout, they're in a bit of a trouble right now. And I really want to see what exactly can Team Binks do. Can they further go ahead and rain hell on towards Team Scout or not? This is going to be the question. 12 squads remain in the Beast of the Hunt coming in from the side of Team Binks. Is quite helping them out for now, though. Stabby and Bali, they are alive. Scout is the only one alive from the side of Team Scout, so let's see if the man is going to be able to clutch it out or not for the team. Like in a 1 versus 2 situation, he has to face off 2 of the players from the side of Team Binks. I guess Scout is going to get his Evo Shield ready and recharged and try and get the revive in as well. Just seeing Begum, who was down, is going to be revived in, and I guess Stabby is going to go ahead and finish him off. Ooh, Begum going to be able to stay alive, whereas I guess it was Fatty Monster who was being revived from the side of Team Scout.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot because now they don't have that Octane, so they cannot go in for the same combo over again. And trying to pick up that banner is just gonna get even more difficult. Scout does get swallowed down and gets tagged down just a little bit. He's gonna get his shield chipped just a little bit more. But still, things are gonna be slowing on down, and they need to make a game plan here. They need to wait for it. There are no ultimate accelerants down anywhere on the map, basically meaning that, hey, Scout cannot even use his ultimate to try and pick up that banner and just get himself out of that sticky situation. Things are just going to get a lot more difficult now for their side because now it's their do or die. They cannot be making mistakes like this and costing them a lot moving on down forward. But instead, it's just going to be Team Macro once again using the Revenant ultimate, going in for a push, and Macro, he's just going to be chilling, waiting there. And he's going to be like, hey, you guys go in for the push. I'm going to give sniper support from the backline. And Proj, do what you do best. Put in that stim beacon inside of your chest. Run as much as you want, become Forrest Gumps for like your entirety of your career, and just take them all down.
It's going to be for us to just inject himself with that stim, as you said, and he's just going to run for it. He's just going to try and find himself that kill as well. I guess TSG Apex is going to be helping him out a little bit more in terms of getting the information. Begum, his battle is going to be covered, and I guess the Team Scout is just going to try and find some respawn stations. And we are into round 2 right now. That is zone number 2, and it's going to be starting up in a second now. The zone is going to start closing in, I guess, with only 10 squads left. Once again, it is going to be a very, very early engagement play being made by all of these streamers out there for the final match of the day. Fat Monster spotting out that player is just going to try and rush him down. But oh, Fat Monster runs out of bullets, going to try and go for the reload. Somebody's got to help him out a little bit more, but then the ring is just going to pass by them, and a lot of resources are going to be used. This specific ring is going to do so much damage, and more than that, Stabby, he's just trying to dish in further damage. Fat Monster, the aim god, the movement god, he's going to get taken down. It's going to be all down to Scout once again, I guess. Never mind, Team Scout is eliminated already.
Yep. And remember what I said down in map number 2, sorry, map number 3 was it? I don't remember, map number 2 or 3, that Team Binks' Kryptonite was the side of Team Scout. And it seems as though Superman has finally broken through his Kryptonite weakness, and he has stood up massively. Team Binks coming in massive and getting the number 2 position of the board, and a very convincing fashion as well. Stabby beautifully to take them all out and chase them down as well on that Bangalore. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, things are just going to be going in their favor just even more, moving on down forward. But at the same time, Bile Gaming, they're hunting for a couple of more plays for themselves as well, because now moving on down forward, there's going to be a couple of shots raining on in, and a beautiful headshot coming on down from the side of Northern Breeze to get that first initial pick off down for their side. But now with the shots going on in, it's going to be Matthew and Zaydon YT getting chicken on down almost instantly. That's just going to hurt even more moving on down forward. Akrab is going to be looking for a couple of plays for himself, wants out the raid, and he's just hunting him down. There's no way he's letting him go away. This is a professional tracker, ladies and gentlemen. The shots are going to be beautiful, and Sammy takes that shot to the head to take himself out. And with that, it's going to be Bile Gaming getting another kill on the board for themselves as well. 4 kills coming on down from the side of the Bloodhound to keep things going for their end. 8 more squads remaining on the map, Assassin, and it seems as though all of the teams, they're gunning for this place, and it feels as though for once, this is a very lighthearted game. A couple of teams are playing for the standings, a couple of teams are playing for the win, but the other ones, they're having a lot of fun seeing things off the map.
I almost thought that the Gibby is just gonna jump straight into his lava pool. I thought that, he's gonna be like, man, I'm done, I'm tired. I can't take this anymore. There's absolutely no one I can spot. But to be completely honest, keeping the jokes aside, I guess TSG Apex will take it a little bit too serious with that specific ult. These are the hunts coming in. TSG brought out the entire squad. It's going to be Mackle and TSG to try and take them all down. We're going to be seeing Mackle, who's going to be going down, so he's going to be revived. Whereas Praj, where exactly is Praj? Oh, is he down?
I think it's a disconnect.
Oh, yeah, he disconnected. That is gonna hurt. But I guess TSG and Mackle, they can sort of pull their weight, so not a problem. Praj, but still, he is gonna be his presence, his absence, to be honest, is gonna be hurt quite a lot. And at the same time, it might just be the opportunity for a lot of other teams out there. An avenue opened up that they can easily take care of Team Mackle now in this specific match. At least try and not, take let them take the 5th match as well on the board for the day. If that is the case, then as I said, it's going to be them just acing it out. But yeah.
What is happening there with the jump pads inside of the buildings? It feels as though these teams are just throwing each other off when it comes out of the loot box, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna annoy you as much as I possibly can by just throwing a couple of jump pads near these loot boxes. And if you want to loot here, you gotta go through a lot of annoyances to get this loot out. But at the same time, those small annoyances do add up and cause a lot of problems down the line moving on forward. But now, with only a couple of squad left, Assassin, there's not really a lot that the side of the other squads can do. Things are going to be slowing down massively. And a lot of the squads, they're not even a full-on 3-man. They're still a 2-man running around almost everyone. And you can already see the personal engagement is going to be going on through. It is going to be from the sidelines. The engagement does go on down. It's going to be Binks trying to go in for a couple of shots for himself as well. And with this person to pick up, where will they go is the real question. Stabby getting tagged down with very low levels of HP. There's not much that they can do, not much more than they can find. They need to try to go in for a push, and instead it's going to be Team Rebel going in for a couple of shots for themselves. But still, this is going to be a 2 versus 3 situation. They need to be careful, otherwise things could go horribly wrong for their end. They have the Revenant ult in their favor, but that's gonna be useless now this time around as well, and so many resources being wasted from the side of Team Rebel that they don't really have a lot to go in for a re-engagement. And when they are down, when it comes down to the man advantage, you need to try and bring at the bare minimum of 1 kill to get that advantage to keep the push going. But the fact is, they're still down.
At the same time, you see, right, like Team Bile Gaming, they're also trying to constantly put that aggression, put that pressure as well onto the team that's going to try and reposition themselves, because the zone is approaching very, very close, guys. And I guess with all of this happening at the screen at the exact same time, I'm going to be seeing Bile Gaming are going to struggle a little bit, but in the very end, they're just going to try and survive. They have the zone in their favor. They are going to be inside of the ring as well, so there's nothing to worry about. It is the other team who are trying to take that fight as well against Bile Gaming to be suffering a little bit more. We're seeing Northern Breeze, whose shield is going to be taken down, if I'm not wrong, so he just has to recharge his shields and get back to work. Northern Breeze and Axbax, they both are going to be making the push as soon as they get the information, once Axbax is going to be using up that ability as well. Axbax's ultimate is ready or not. I don't know about Axbax though, but I'm definitely sure that Northern Breeze's ultimate is ready. I'm going to be using that very, very soon, the Wraith ult. This time I'm very surprised to see Bile Gaming not running, that that default composition that they do go on with. There's the Revenant, Bloodhound, as well as Octane. This time, instead of the Octane, it is actually the Wraith that they have used as well. And the Teleporter is going to be used in a very, very interesting way to just constantly switch back and forth between positions, between vantage points. And I guess with that, we are slowly going to be approaching the final moments of this specific zone where Team Pile Gaming, in another minute, we are going to decide as to if they are going to stay alive or not. Because Team Mackle is approaching their specific position very, very soon. And that is going to be TSG Apex going down with it coming all down to Mackle. And there's this Valkyrie. It's going to take off. And I guess it's going to be time for Mackle to just go ahead and get something done to revive his teammate maybe. But it's not going to come in as, Team Pile Gaming didn't know that Mackle is the only player alive in this specific area. They're going to try and take him down, but oops. I guess we have a little bit of a disconnect.
Well, that was a little bit questionable at the very end, but still, I think the match is still going to be going on, and we're going to sort out that technical difficulty almost immediately so we can go back in. But at the same time, let's try and break down a little bit more of what was happening previously so we can have an idea, maybe in our heads a little bit as we are trying to get ourselves back in. The first initial engagement was going on through the side of Team Mackle. They were opting going for that push, but immediately, Anvax just popped him as he was making his way down forward. That laser coming out from the side of Pile Gaming is just so clean, and they mean business. I was so amazed by the headshots coming on down from the side of Northern Breeze on that wingman. When they were just rushing on down, long-range headshots with a wingman are just so difficult to do. And Northern Breeze, he was just making it look so easy. And I'm very sure that Pile Gaming, now that Team Mackle are already out for the count, they have the best possible chance to take this win away. Because, once again, you need to remember that Scout is going to be no longer there. There's no one really to stop the side of Team Mackle, and with Team Mackle going on down as well, it's already over, Assassin. Who's going to be able to take that number 2 spot? Will it be the side of Pile Gaming coming on top in their engagement and getting enough kills to get themselves on that board? Because you need to remember, standing is not the only thing. They need to play for kills. They need to go in for engagement, and they need to go in for rushes. Otherwise, they cannot take the number 2 spot and dethrone the side of Scout.
That's very true, actually. Team Pile Gaming are the only ones who are very, very close to just dethroning Team Scout as well from that second position. Because right now, if you do remember, right, from the overall standings, Team Pile was standing at the 3rd place, if I'm not wrong. So he's going to try and go ahead, get that specific spot from the hands of Team Scout, because Team Scout is down already. Team Mackle is down as well because of the disconnect coming in from Prudge, and then, the rest of the 2 players were not able to do much. Because Team Pile Gaming, they just made that push with the Wraith and the Bloodhound as well. The Beast of the Hunt came in, and then Team Mackle, especially Mackle, he was not able to do anything. He's like, oh, I'm just going to be bum rushed into by Team Pile Gaming. I'm going to get taken down, and I won't be able to do anything in this specific match. And it's completely fine, man. Chin up, Team Mackle. You guys have already done more than enough. 4 wins in a row, and I guess, 190 points. I guess they have already crossed 200 now after the performance coming in from match number 5 as well. But we definitely are going to wait for the final update as well to come in from our production team and the league ops as well regarding the standings and everything else. But right now we're just trying to fix and try to see and try to fix as well if we can just jump straight back into the game or not. If we can, awesome. We are going to be continuing the action, but if you're not, then maybe our admin team definitely are going to be coming up with a solution for sure. In the meantime, what you guys can do is go ahead and check out some of the Beast Powerful gaming notebooks, which are powered by the AMD Ryzen Radeon processors. You guys can find the link down in the description below. It's the Chroma website link, and you guys can also just walk into any of your nearby Chroma stores to check and avail the offer as well. And also, please do participate in the giveaway going on in the chat currently. 1,000 rupees coupon codes being given away frequently. All you have to do is follow the instructions coming in from our moderators and our admins in the chat. So please do the necessary. Get yourselves a chance to win 1,000 rupees Chroma coupon codes, which you can use, by the way, in for your next purchase of these gaming notebooks powered by the AMD Ryzen Radeon processors as well. But yeah, match number 5. Up until now, we can definitely discuss what exactly happened, right? Aggressive. A lot of early engagements, once again, just like match number 4. But this time around, though, we saw them happen in a very, very different way. So do you have any pointers regarding that as well?
The main thing that happened in the early engagements in my eyes was that people were trying to take a lot more of those scrappy fights. They're trying to get that first initial kills on the board because they understand that, hey, if we want to get ourselves up in the standings, we need to get as many kills as we possibly can, and that's why they played a lot more aggressively. Waited to see where a lot of the teams were landing, and then they landed right on behind them in the same area, understanding that, hey, let's go in for this engagement. Let's go in for these fights. Let's rack up these points as fast as we possibly can. And in that fashion, the way that they rushed a lot of their engagements really was the downfall of a lot of the other streamer teams, primarily because they should be playing it a little bit more so, playing it a little bit more tactically. But the fact is, going in for a rush, yes, it does make a lot of content, but at the same time, when it comes down to standings, it can hurt a lot in the long run as well. And those early game fights really did work out in the favor of some of the other teams and not much for the others. And at the same time, I'm really happy to see one of the other teams really shine on through. Team Binks, they had such a rough start on day one and also day two. And the fact that they were able to do so much down in map number 5 and take the number 2 team out immediately, that's going to be a massive confidence for them moving up down forward.
That's true. I mean, Team Bings, they definitely put up quite a fight, and they in the overall standings as well. They have made their way from like the top 15, top 20 up to top 10 as well. So that is an achievement in itself. At the same time, Team Fatu, they have pulled up their weight as well. We did see in match number 5, they were very, very aggressive when taking their fights, by the way. And they did take that fight against Team Scout, if I'm not wrong. And they kind of lost out that fight. Not really sure about that, but at the same time, I did see a glimpse of Team Fatu trying to fight out in that specific same area where Team Scout were taking the fight on towards another team. Didn't really spot out Team Mizo in action, by the way, in match number 5. What exactly happened over there? Like, a lot of streamers, not just Mizo. Like, I did not see a lot of Team Mafia as well in that specific match. Did not see a lot of Team Rebel as well. No Regaltos. So I'm not really sure what happened, but at the same time, we did see most of the teams who do tend to, stay alive till the very end. Team Sway, Team Pile Gaming, Team Scout, Team Mako, just popping off once again in match number 5. So I'm really keen to know what is going to be the final result coming out of that specific match as well. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of disconnect. We are working on the fix as well, so waiting for the update to come in from the admin team. But yeah, I guess we pretty much know who exactly the winner will be as well, right? Aggressive. Should pretty much take away that massive share as well. And it might just take away the as well, the massive share out of it, and the rest of the teams are just going to go ahead and get themselves the rest of it as well. Let's quickly go in for a break, and we're going to be right back. Work on the issues, and we're going to give you guys an update as well. See you guys soon. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Billy.
कसं वाटलं सरप्राईज?
Surprise, mother.
इनको इतना चाहिए क्या? इतना डेस्परेट है कि हम लोग जीत जाते हैं यार एक इनके लिए.
जिंकून जाऊ तुमच्यासाठी. 3 पॉइंट भेटले तर ते पण गेले.
नाही आता आपण 3x10 करूया.
आपण नाही, आपण 3x100 डायरेक्ट विन
जे पॉसिबल आहे ते.
कॉस्टिकच घेणार आहे.
मशीन गन लावून बसू आपण.
अरे डिफेन्सच सेटअप आहे आपला.
फुल डिफेन्स कुठल्या मॅपच्या कोपऱ्यात जाऊया आपण.
मशीन गननी मारत बसू सगळ्यांना.
माया पृथ्वी जिओ हे कोण आहे बाबा? कोणाचा
Introducing your champion.
हॅलो
हॅलो हॅलो गेम कुठे?
अरे आय एम द जंपर.
पाणी पितो.
Guess I'm the jump master. Knew it would fall to me eventually.
कडे जायचंय का?
Desperation.
पळून
This
जा.
ain't too bad of a spot. And if we die, it was the other guy's idea.
इथं
This
प्रज्वल
ain't too bad of a
होतो.
spot. And if we die, it was the
पकडे
other guy's
जा
idea.
मिलीला बोललो. प्रज्वलकडे जायचंय का मिली?
नको राहू द्या. जर मीटअप करायचंय तर
This
बोल.
looks like a good place for a funeral. Let's show these fools why their parents never loved them.
ये इंडियन कितना रूड है बे.
कोण?
ब्रिटिश इंडियन आहे म्हणून.
कोण? अच्छा कॅरेक्टर आपला.
येस.
शीला नाम है
सेपरेट
क्या?
हो सेपरेट हो सब.
शीला नाम है क्या? गंत शीला. नाम
नहीं बाय.
ओ वीरेन अपन को फर्स्ट टाइम मिला है.
अरे अपन ने हॉट ड्रॉप वाले जगह पे उतारा ना.
मेरे को भी मिला शील्ड
अरे
ब्लू.
फिर इनको भी मिलेगा. टेंशन नहीं लेने का.
Attention. First blood.
ना 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 ना.
जेरिफ का टीम गया पूरा.
सोल मैन.
पीस के वर फेकलं इथं.
दे ना मला. आई शपथ. अरे इथं डायरेक्ट नीचे
कोप भेटलं तर सांग.
रामपार्ट यार.
पडू नको इकडून खाली मिली.
हां
नाहीतर डायरेक्ट.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 4.
ओ भाई. ओ भाई. वीरेन हेमलॉक कुठे एक्सटेंडेड है मैं?
मेरे पास.
मैं उठा लिया वो.
यस.
ऐसा
स्कैम बोलते.
फिर मार क्यों करता है ना.
अजून एक ब्लू शील्ड नव्हती का? चलो बजाने जाते पब्लिक अब.
हां ना. वो पर्पल भेटले पिक्सेल्सला.
यस.
रिच मॅन झालो आहे मी. इतका अमीर की मीच पहिलं मारणार.
इथून टनल मधनं जाऊ. भेटेल कोण ना कोण. मिली सोबत.
कुठे? हां
टनाना 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 टनाना.
हे लुटू.
Got a closed
ते
door.
येऊ
over
शकतात
there.
इकडून.
This way sound good.
Ring is in close proximity. One more minute.
Cargo bot shot.
ओ भाई द गोल्डन क्या चोरी करता.
बॅटरी घे.
Shield battery here.
The ring's close. 45 seconds. The
मला
pressure is
सेल दे ना
accelerating.
पिक्सल. 2 बॅटरी दिले. तीच बिल्डिंग लुटायची तुला.
आपण बिल्डिंग ही पकडेगा.
Only 30 seconds remain. The ring moves.
साइट
एनर्जी एक्स्ट्रा असेल तर द्या.
इकडे
Mozambique here.
इकडे.
Energy ammo here.
I need it.
I could use that.
Backpack here. Level 2.
10 seconds. The ring is
Yeah, there were two.
पब्लिक
कुठे?
पब्लिक
कुठं?
कुठे?
इकडे स्कॅनर मिली
This way sound good?
त्याने पण
कॅमेरामॅन आला, ऑल्टरमॅन आला.
वरती वरती. अरे कुठून? प्रच की टीम.
Shooting at me.
दोन क्रॅक्ट होतं
आपण आपल्याकडे
बोललं ना प्रज्वल येणार इकडून
पीछे से आ रहा है, 2 आ रहे, ऊपर है सब.
काय टायमिंग कोणाला फोन येतोय मग सगळं?
दो जन को बजाया मैंने
हाँ?
ऐसा कैसा होगा रे ऐसा
They're going to be going in for a couple of
Enjoy
shots.
match, guys.
Instead, it's going to be Akshu finding that bullet coming on down from the side of Raj. Once again, the side of Team Battle starting things off with a bang, taking that first initial squad wipe in their favor. 13 squads left remaining already, Assassin, and we just started this match. This just goes to show that all the teams, they mean business, and finally, Assassin, finally someone landed at Trials, and they're picking up the loot there.
Well, it looks like that my co-customer is very, very happy about that. And ooh, look at that. Look at that eagle as well. Up on
Truly a
top of the
beautiful
mountain.
Truly beautiful.
Yeah, it's just the entire environment set in this
I feel
specific
bad for
game. Feel bad for?
I feel bad for Team Bigs. The trial is already done, and they're here like, hey, maybe we can get some loot for ourselves. But yeah, it's already cleaned up.
It surely is, buddy. It surely is. We're gonna be seeing Team Bloodline on the other hand, who are gonna try and completely loot this entire building that they are in currently, and go up to the rooftops as well to find some intel. And in the process of doing so, maybe they might just come across some purples and some golds as well. You never really know. It's not a Team Millie, by the way, who haven't found themselves in advantageous positions. I've got my fingers crossed because I really want to see Team Millie, getting something done in this specific match. I really want to see them popping off against these other top tier teams as well.
They should be able to do so considering they have the lineup for it and they also have the talent for it. But at the same time, it feels as though all the other teams, they're not going to be giving any form of space up whatsoever. They want this win. They want to try and take as many standings as they possibly can and get as much of the higher position as they possibly can as well. But it seems that the Team Mackle, they're not really going to be giving anything away. Instead, it's going to be Proj once again going in for a massive push by himself once more. Goes in for a couple of shots, spots out of one of the players. The shots are going to be going in left. The shots are going to be going in right. Who's going to want to win everything out? Proj going in for a possible free fire down to the back end. Here's now the footsteps are in a beautiful level of movement coming down from him. He's going to be able to take down the game with only a little bit of HP to work with. Just use that battery cell to get himself back up to that full HP. And with that, I think it's already over. We can already say for the side of the games and already, just as we were talking about Team Melly trying to go in for a couple of plays for themselves, they go up against the raid bosses. And yeah, Assassin, I think the caster curse is back for you.
More than the castless curse is just I don't even wanna say it out. Raj is just a beast, man. He's so good. Like he sets his eye on one specific player and then he just doesn't leave that specific player out of his sight. He just feasts on him and then just throws away his body for the vultures out there on the map of World's Edge. Like I'm not even gonna lie, the way Prod just eats his enemies alive, the way he takes these fights, these one-on-ones, in such a fashionably creative way, using all of these jump pads and whatnot. He truly is that Octane main as well in this specific game.
Yeah, Braj, he's just one of those deadly forces going on down for the side of Team Mackle to keep things going in their end. But once again, there are three raid bosses on this server actually. It's gonna be Pile Gaming, there's gonna be the side of Team Scout, and of course the side of Team Mackle. These are the ones that we're gonna be looking forward to seeing the most. But at the same time, it feels as the Team Mafia, Team Rebel, Team Sway, and Team Mizo, they could just come out on top in their engagements as well. The things are just on the board, but at the same time, the shots are going to be going in left, the shots are going to be going in right. The Northern Breeze, that's a beautiful shot coming on down from the side of the Eva, but that's pretty much it. Uxbug, he needs to be very careful in the way he takes a lot of this engagement. But once again, Northern Breeze, he's not going to be able to heal himself back up to full with that shield battery. He needs to back on off. He needs to try and get a little bit more space between him and, of course, the side of the enemies. Shots are going to be going on in no downs just yet, but the Bloodhound getting tagged out of very low levels of health. He doesn't really have a lot to work with, so he needed to pop the ultimate almost immediately to get a little bit of information, to get his team set up down for all these multiple different fights that they're going to be taking. And instead, there's going to be Pile coming on down from the sideline, getting the first initial kill down on the Sway. Once again, a little bit too over aggressive, causing a lot of problems down for their side. But still, it's only just Sway. Two of her members are still alive and still kicking to go in for a couple of plays for themselves.
Yeah, you know what? So some first world problems for Pile Gaming right there. She's just trying to, adjust her inventory, and then she's like, what is not important? What is important? I mean, she's just trying to segregate between items, and she's like, what more can I get out of Sway's loot box? And the struggle is real for Pyle to try and adjust the inventory as well. And to be honest, Pyle, we have all been there. I personally have a lot of problems while just trying to segregate my inventory in Apex Legends. Like, every single time I'm like, should I keep this? Like, is it gonna, like, late zone scenarios, is it gonna help me out? Like, have you been there, Aggressive?
At the very start, when I started playing the game, yes, but now not so really. So yeah.
Alright, Diamond Flex. Diamond Flex.
Problems from Assassin, ladies and gentlemen.
Diamond Flex coming in from the guy himself. I mean, I'm not even gonna speak anymore, and I'm just gonna let Team Scout speak for themselves, as they are going to struggle a little bit in order to move into his ring, but they're finally going to make it. As Team Mafia, they're also right around the corner. I guess Team Mafia, they might just hear all these footsteps coming out from Team Scout, and Team Scout is just barely staying alive. The resources are going to their resources are gonna run out, and I guess Begum and Fat Monster, look at his Evo shield, man. God damn it.
Yeah, this guy is just gonna be on another level this time around already, and considering that he has that purple shield, he can easily go in for a lot of close engagement. But at the same time, Team Scout, they're taking a lot of damage coming out from the zone, and this basically means they need to invest a lot more syringes to try and get themselves back up with that full HP as well. Things could work out in their favor, but at the same time, if they get caught out by any people camping the zone corners, they're going to be in a pretty rough spot. But I like this rotation plan coming out from them. Instead of going directly into the zone, they're going to be going around it to get the best possible cover as they enter down into the open fields to make sure they don't get caught off guard. And this is really smart. This is what I like coming out down from the side of Team Scout. They're always taking their engagements properly. They always understand which sides that they need to take before they opt to go in for a push, and when they are opting to go in for that rotation to give them that best optimal chance to come out of that zone alive, take a proper advantageous angle, heal themselves back up to full, and then take a lot of their engagements. That's what you expect coming on down from players of their caliber and their talent when they have put so many hours into this one specific craft. With this, ladies and gentlemen, Team Sherlock, they're looking to go in for that first initial fight, and I'm very sure it's going to be happening. Oh yeah, Team Mackle.
I guess. Yeah, Team Mackle, let's go. We've got their ultimate ready. Two of the ultimates, Beast of the Hunt, as well as the Revenant's ultimate as well, on top of which they are going to make the push. We're seeing Paraju and Mackle take some damage in their ultimate state, and I guess TSG is just looking to get some kills in with the EVA 8 auto. So close. It's gonna take down the Zayd, and then he's gonna finish him off as well. This is insane. Team Mackle, stop it already. Are you guys gonna go ahead and get yourselves another victory? Like, is that restart that came in, the technical difficulty that happened, was that Apex Legends gods just blessing you in order to just give you another chance at this?
Feels like that at this point. And also Team Mackle with Proj now back onto their side once again after the disconnect that he had. It feels as though it's like a completely different game for their side once again. They have been revitalized, they are ready for the second chance, and they're not going to waste it whatsoever. But at the same time, all the raid bosses are still alive, and the raid bosses are there to go up against one another. What happens when a raid bot goes against another raid boss? That's where the real fun begins. And it seems as though Pile, they're having a little bit of a conversation on the side. I don't think we are supposed to like walk into that. I don't think we're supposed to interrupt that assassin. So let them have their fun.
Yeah.
Moving on
Let's
down
just
forward.
let's just move on from Team Pile Gaming, because right now they're just having a secret meeting right here inside of the towers. Pile is sort of I guess calling out some strats, and Xbax is listening to that as well. But with the entire play being made out by all of these streamers, I guess it's gonna come it's gonna come down to this, right? Fat Monster, he's gonna ping a black market location if I'm not wrong. And if Team Scout are gonna advance onto that specific position, then they might just find themselves some incredible loot.
Now the real question is, will the side of Team Pato be able to take this engagement down properly, or will they be the ones to go on down almost immediately? Narzimo actually is going to be the one to pick up a caustic, so I'm really hoping to see a couple of good caustic plays coming on down from him, but at the same time, they need to be careful, because on the other side, there's going to be the side of Team Scout going in for a couple of plays for themselves as well, but high ground advantage not in their favor, so this engagement is really difficult for them to get a lot of value out of, especially with the zone coming on through. They need to make a move happen almost immediately. Don't really have a lot of time to work with, and with the Octane jump pad now going on through, they're making that push happen, and they're gutted for this play. They want this spot for themselves, and they're not giving it up without a fight. Beautiful tracking coming on down from the side of Begum, but Begum's not going to survive for long. Instead, it's going to be the side of Fatu being able to take them down out, but the cavalry's already here. Scout comes in down from the side, and so does Fat Monster. They're hunting down for some more kills for their side. It's going to be a caustic trap going on through. The shots are going to be going in left, the shots are going to be going in right, and I'm very sure that Scout, he answers phone number, calls them up from the sidelines. It's going to be Fat Monster getting that last final kill for the side of Team Scout, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, a beautiful squad wipe to finish everything off, and a little bit of a sad moment as well, because you do need to consider that, hey, Begum, he had to die.
Oh, Begum, such an unfortunate moment right there. There's gonna be him
Oh,
to go
Knuckles
die,
down.
and oh, interesting. And I guess it's gonna be Paddock to just go ahead and spot out an enemy for himself. And it looks like the Team Bloodline, they might just make this specific push as well aggressive. I guess Team Bloodline, they have a chance at going ahead at taking themselves a victory. 8 squads left right now, and it looks like that Team Sway, it's all down to Juzo in a one versus. I guess it's just gonna be a 1 versus 3 situation for him, where 3 of the players are just gonna try and pounce it on towards him with their Bloodhound abilities.
Now this is going to be a fight between the side of Pile Gaming and of course Bloodline, as the push is going to be going on through. Nades are going to left, the nades are going to right, but at the same time Team Mercy, they just got to survive. They're at the mercy of Team Bloodline, just throwing in those grenades every single time, but still it feels as though they're going to be able to get themselves back out, and all the runs are going to be going on down. And then Team Pile are like, hey, they can throw grenades all day, but if we run away from that place, what are you going to get a lot of value out of? Absolutely nothing. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be working out in their favor. And once again, it feels as though that comical moment has already gone on through a pile. She's getting left behind once.
Yeah, Team Pile Gaming. See, their entire roster, right? It looks so healthy, and they've got enough loot and everything else. They're packed. They're packed for this final push that is about to be made as well by all of these players. But we just have to wait for a little bit more for that final push to come in, because even though I understand, I know you guys are thinking that only 8 squads are left, so maybe it's just going to be a bloodbath right here. It definitely is going to be. And Team Pile Gaming, they're already taking the fight head on. And I guess it is going to be Axback to just try and spot out the enemy. He's going to try and go in for that straight out, but then Flixie comes in and takes down Northern Breeze, with Northern Breeze going down. It's going to be Axback to try and give him some cover, but Axback, he's just going out of shields. He just has to recharge the batteries as well. He has to recharge the shields in order to take further engagement. But Pile Gaming is also trying to provide cover, but at the same time, they're all just running out of bullets at the wrong time. The Arcstars to come out, so the Pile should just throw in the Arcstar as well, maybe, possibly hoping, crossing her fingers, thinking that maybe he's just gonna connect somewhere or the other onto the enemies, and it's gonna be Axback to just pull out the EVA 8 and finish off Flixie. Amazing stuff coming in from him, and I guess the entirety of that specific squad is in and out. Team Bings are gonna get taken down if I'm not wrong.
is so sad coming on down from the side of Kyle Gaming. There's no way that he can save any of them pretty much at this stage. And he needs to try and get
What the
himself
hell?
back out in a sticky situation. He needs to run on away because already Sherlock's team, they haven't smoked up, but they're trying to call him off, and he has nowhere to run. Literally out of the frying pan and into the fire, ladies and gentlemen. Right to the lava in this case. It's gonna be Axmax. Just, I feel bad for him, Assassin. Like, what do you do?
Why
when
did
you're
he
in this
run? Why did he run into the lava pool though?
He had nowhere to go. Sherlock was right there. Team Sherlock was right behind him.
Actually, yeah, but at the same time, like, maybe he thought that, it's better to die to the lava pool instead of dying to the Team Sherlock and then just giving them extra points. So, yeah, there's absolutely nowhere to go. Just die to the lava as quick as possible before Team Sherlock hunts him down. Because it's just going to be extra kill points for them, right?
Like, at the same time, whenever there's third party, you're like, God damn it, why is there a third party? Please let me
Yeah.
go. I just had a fight. I just got a clutch.
It's the mind games, man. It's the mind games. Like, you just wait out. You know the two teams are going to start fighting against each other as soon as they spot them out. You as a third party are just going to wait. So they're like, you know what, enjoy the show. As soon as they are both wounded, strike them with full force.
Exactly. That's how the Wolves hunt, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as they see one of their prey wounded, they will make sure to make that pounce happen for their side. And still, the build as a team, Sherlock, they're at the disadvantageous angle. They don't really have the high ground, and from the side of their enemies, they're going to have the high ground instead, pulling them down from the top, and the shots are going to be raining on, and beautiful tracking coming on down from the side of God OP. Gets that crack down onto one of the players on the armor side, but at the same time, the push has already gone on through, so Sherlock's team, they have the best possible opportunity to go in for a proper engagement and take it all the way down for their side, but at the same time, they are getting pincered down from two angles. One angle from the side of team one from the right side and one from the left. They have nowhere to run and they have nowhere to hide. They're getting pincered, and with the push coming on down in, they need to make a decision now. They cannot get out though, because now the team scout, they're just hunting them down. The launchman's going in left, the launchman's going in right. They are just hunting for the kills. They're hounding them down one by one. Team scout, they know for a fact they have the number 2 spot, but they are angry that they couldn't get the number 1. They want to destroy the dreams and hopes of the other streamers to try and even catch up when it comes down to terms of the standing. Things gonna be all but over down for their side. Team Scout's gonna be able to take down one more. And with that, it's gonna be Batshak taking a beautiful beating coming on down from the side of Fat Monster. He's gonna be your kill leader going on through with 6 kills on the board. He's just having a lot of fun on this server. You can already see it coming down in his game plan as well.
It looks like that we are going to be seeing definitely a noob and Nexus AB both going down. So that's another squad wipe coming in off your screens. And Team Scout, as I said, right, this specific rematch, this specific restart, it's like a second chance for a lot of teams in this specific match right here. Like it's a second chance for Team Mackle to just go ahead and get that 5 victories in a row.
Oh, wait.
It's a second chance for Scout. Yeah, it's a chance for Team Scout to just go ahead and try and inch closer towards Team Mackle. But for now, though, it looks like the Team Scout, they're going to be very, very happy. And ooh, what happened? Team Scout, they are going to go ahead and...
Mic off.
They hold on top of the cliff, and it's going to be Scout to be taking that
Link
right alone.
established. Mic off.
They both need to chime in, and they both need to help Scout as well. And I guess it's going to be Fat Mush to just take up that repel. And he is going to fly in over towards the other side, towards the edge of that specific zone that is coming down. And there you go. Wait a second. How did I bring him down? No, this is not at all right. He was trying to go in for a knife in Team Scout. They're just going to go ahead and pull out the EVA 8s. And it's going to be Team Scout to be taking up the victory here, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, they are going to be able to put up a win this specific day. And they're going to inch further closer in towards Team Mackle on the points table as well.
Honestly speaking, it ended off in style, and the way Scout's team were able to take control of the entire map in their favor, and the fact that all the raid bosses really did die out earlier to other teams in particular. So Team Scout, they almost had no competition whatsoever. They opted to go in for those engagements. They were the ones going in for those fights. They had the utility as well to properly go in for those engagements as well, basically meaning that, hey, let's just go in, let's just have some fun. And at the very end, they had a lot of fun. Threw out all of their shields, threw out all of their weapons, except for one person, of course, that one sneaky person who loves to always go in for those kills every single time. I'm like, here, like, teabagging with one of my new friends, one of my enemy buddies down in these 3 versus 3 situations, and suddenly my teammate comes in and be like, yo, you're supposed to play a game. This is a ranked game. You're not supposed to make friends here. Just comes on in from the sideline and one pumps the guy with a shotgun. That's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Indeed.
good sportsmanship coming on down from the side of Team Scout. They had a little bit of fun at the very end as well, and they're going to be able to get this win for themselves. And now I'm really interested to see where a lot of the standings are going to be at, because we know for a fact that Team Mackle, they're going to be on the number 1 spot no matter what. Number 2 spot will be taken by the side of Team Scout. And now I'm really interested to see where the number 3 spot is going to be landing at. Because Pile Gaming, yes, they had a lot of kills, and yes, they finished up really high, but so did Team Mafia. So let's really see. As we go into the highlights, let's try and break down this entire matchup one more time, because map number 5 was a lot of memes and a lot of interesting shots as well.
Yeah, like match number 5, right? It surely was a very topsy-turvy game for sure, in my opinion. Like yeah, we all had great moments. We all had a lot of comical events as well throughout the specific match. But more than that, the best part is that everyone enjoyed every bit of that specific match. Like match number 5 was just everyone just playing their hearts out. They're just having very close range fights as well. They're having fun at what they're doing as well. You would see, most of the ultimate pushes being made by a couple of teams, especially this one in front of your screen that are Team Battle, with 2 of their ultimates ready, Beast of the Hunt as well as the Revenant's ultimate as well, in order to make that push. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the way all of these teams played it out, I'm quite impressed with what they managed to showcase to us in match number 5. Like match number 5 was a lot of teams bringing it to very very close quarter fights, and them just going ahead and taking victories in ways that we would not even imagine. Like here you would see Team Scout going ahead and eliminating an entire squad and just taking control of the specific building. And more than that, after this specific fight, right, we saw that Fat Monster just went ahead and cleaned out another squad just below the building as well. So overall, it was just a fragathon for sure, but the way these guys took the fights is what mattered the most, in my opinion. Like the entirety of this specific match was kind of, set in a way where a lot of these teams that were looking for retribution, they kind of got something. Like they're not gonna walk out with nothing. They're gonna walk out with something.
That is for sure. This was a chance for a lot of teams to step themselves back up, but at the same time, I kind of feel bad for Ashbacks. Like this play once again on the back highlights. I feel this pain, Ashback. Don't worry, this happened to me as well when I was stuck here down in the lava pit. I tried to get away from a team. I pretty much had no HP. I had a red armor on me. My red armor got broken. All my team members were dead, and I'm like, just trying to run on away, but the enemy team's like, nah, we're not gonna give you anything. And with this, we see the last final kill. We can see who pulled out that shotgun, and it is gonna be the Loma from their side. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, things are gonna be settling on down, as we are gonna be seeing the standings soon enough coming on down for map number 5, as the production team is gonna be pulling it up. Assassin, I want to ask you, who do you think were your standout teams coming on down through, other than the side of Kyle, Scout, and Mac?
Well, of course, I mean, Team Bings, they had their moments as well. I really loved how they, sort of took the fight in match number 5, both before the restart and after the restart as well. Team Bings, they sort of pulled their weight, and even Team Bloodline, actually, they surprised me in ways I couldn't even imagine. Like Team Bloodline, there were times where Paddox would just go ahead and, use his secondary weapons, such as the pistols and the SMGs as well, in order to go ahead and grab himself some nutty kills, some nutty headshots as well. So yeah, Team Bloodline overall, despite them not getting a victory throughout the day, they did have their moments, and all of that definitely was shown in the highlights as well. So yeah, I would say that Team Bloodline, they stood out for me, just like Team Bings, and I guess Team Mizo were very very close to getting a highlight moment for them, but they just got unfortunate. They got taken down as well. This specific match, right after the restart, the zone kind of was not favoring a lot of teams out there as well. Couple of them were just outside the zone, and they just struggled to make their way inside of the zone as well. They were, constantly getting hurt, especially Team Scout as well. They were constantly getting hurt by the ring, and as well as at the same time, they were getting taken down by Bloodline on the other side of that building and the other side of the ring as well. So constant pressure being built up right there by a lot of teams, and it's ridiculous to see, all of these teams being oh so goddamn good in match number 5, and I completely enjoyed every bit of it.
When you look at the standings though this time around, we can already see the Team Scout, they have those 23 points. They're going to be able to keep that number 2 spot. Same goes for the side of Team Mackle. But at the same time, when it comes to the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, Assassin, my hands are up in the air because I have no idea what's going to be happening here. A lot of the standings are going to change here. And I'm really looking forward to see what the overall standings are going to look like, because now here is where we crown our champions. Here's where we crown our second place and, of course, our third place, moving on down forward, because you can already see Team Bloodline, as you just stated, they performed admirably, going on down to 9 placement points, 1 kill, and 10. They were consistent in the way they were moving around the map, and just goes to show they have what it takes to survive. And not only were they able to survive, they took a lot of different engagements as well. They were not able to get the kills, but they were able to scare off a lot of their oppositions from trying to push into them, basically meaning that they have the will to survive and they have the will to go on. And with that, things have already settled all down, and now we just have to see who ends up to be the winner.
Well, you could see the standings, right? And it pretty much paints out the picture as well of map number 10. Map number 10, that it was the final match of the day. But Team Scout, they indeed got themselves a victory. But more than that, as I said, Team Bloodline, they stood out for me, and you could see why. 9 placement points, 1 kill, total of 10 points. They are gonna inch closer and closer to top 5 as well on the overall scoreboard, which is gonna be coming up really soon. Timberbell, once again, they managed to get themselves 5 placement points, 4 kills, and a total of 9 points. Whereas Team Pile Gaming this time around, though, weren't able to make it to top 5, but they still managed to be in top 10. So Congo for that as well. Team Pile Gaming, you guys tried, and it's just unfortunate for teams like Team Millie, Team Akshu, and everyone else as well, because it's just, I don't know. Overall, throughout the entire tournament, they were not able to do much, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to be doing it the next time. AMD Ryzen Radeon are going to be bringing in down a tournament as well. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your champions, Team Mackle. Following them is going to be Scout on the second spot. Third is going to be Pile Gaming. Fourth is going to be Mafia. And the fifth spot is going to be taken away by Rebel. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys were watching the AMD Ryzen Radeon Apex Legends Streamer Invitational powered by Chroma. And once again, I repeat, your champions for this specific Streamer Invitational, they are going to be Team Mackle, who put up such an incredible performance out there. With more than 200 points in their bag, the overall final standings are going to look something like this. Team Mackle, 203 total points. Can you believe it? Aggressive.
They're just an absolute dominant force on this entire matchup. Them winning 5 maps. Assassin, 5 maps, 4 consecutive wins. Sorry, 3, was it 4? Yeah, 4 consecutive wins for their side.
4 consecutive wins.
And they finally lost out at the very end on map number 5. That just goes to show they did their homework yesterday. They played Apex for the entire night. And I mean the entire night, woke up in the morning, played Apex for like a further 3 hours, then they were eating, and they were like calling strats constantly. Because that's the level of gameplay and coordination they brought down to the table, don't you think so?
Actually, I don't even think so. They had their lunch, because they were looking hungry. We did have a talk about this, right? Like, I guess Team Mackle, they did not even have time for lunch, because they were like, we are too busy eating all of these players alive in the server. But yeah,